Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I hope everybody is doing really well, that you're all having a good day, and that, the end of your week is going well. It is Friday. It is time for us to have a few days off. Official Emar, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's the weekend. I mean, starting tomorrow, but for me, it's the weekend. It's my day off today. But yeah, not much news. If you haven't heard, for those of you who are in Canada, I'm not liking my knees right now. For those of you who are in Canada, keep an eye out in the sky tonight, because apparently there's a huge solar storm going on, and there's a good chance that a lot of Canada will be able to actually see the Aurora Borealis in darker parts. Apparently it's like all lining up, so you should be able to see a little bit of the northern lights. So keep an eye out in the sky tonight. There's not really much else going on, just here kind of hanging out. I kind of changed where one of my lights is. I put it up a bit higher, hoping that it helps a little bit with lighting. I don't know if I like it though. And yeah, I'm just going to play some Walking Dead. If you haven't been watching, we have been playing the Walking Dead TELLTALE series. I am on the fifth chapter of the first season. So pretty excited to continue with that. We're going to finish it today, and that's pretty much it. Tiff, how's it going? Welcome. No worries. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope work goes okay, Tiff. Have yourself a really good day, and I hope the shift goes quickly so you can go home soon. Yeah, there's nothing else really going on. That's it. So we're going to play some Walking Dead and just kind of see where the story takes us until we finish it. And that'll be it for today. For those who watch my Minecraft channel, I am... I think about 80% done recording the next video. I'm going to finish the rest tonight, and then hopefully I can start editing it tomorrow and it'll be up by Monday. That's the goal anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I don't really have much going on. Nice. Only 2 hours. That's amazing, Tiff. That's quick. Hopefully it's quick. Hopefully it's not like 2 hours from hell that are going to drag forever. Hopefully it's quick. Do you have any plans this weekend if you're able to answer? If not, if you have to go, please feel free to go. Please feel free. I get it when there's bad reception and you're at work. It's not exactly enjoyable trying to watch a stream. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on here. It's been a pretty quiet week. Haven't really had anything exciting go on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna play some Walking Dead and just do that. So I guess I'll get started right away, make things start moving, and then we can see where it goes. Oh, I know. I was trying to think. I'm like, I know there's something I'm supposed to say, but I don't know what. I'm gonna repeat it a few times throughout the stream, but my Discord is finally back. It has been muted for a really long time. Like the Discord has existed for a long time, but the link to join was disabled, and I had the one room open, like the one channel open, but it was muted to everybody, so you could only see my message and that was it. I reactivated it. Right now it's nothing too exciting. It's just a room for everybody to chat and a room for me to kind of make stream announcements, show you what my schedule is and stuff. I haven't really set a schedule yet, but I'm in the process of working on one. I'm gonna tweak a couple of things for the stream. Like I think I want to bring back the start credits that I used to have. I think I'm gonna bring those back. I don't know. I'm not gonna use the originals. I'm gonna make new ones, but I think I want to make the start credits again, so people kind of know that the stream is about to start. And I have the Discord link on Twitch in like my About You section, the little link, hot link or whatever. But I'm gonna make a panel so it's easier to click. I've got to change it on YouTube. Actually, I haven't done that. And the next step is to start working on the channel point redemptions. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Ooh, that's exciting, Tiff. That's exciting. What are you planning to do for breakfast, if you don't mind me asking? Again, if you gotta go, please just say, okay, sorry, I can't talk anymore, and ignore the question that I ask. But tell me what you're cooking. That's exciting. That's so exciting that you've got a breakfast date and you're cooking. Oh man, that's amazing. I was about to do something. Oh, I want to change my YouTube thing. Where is the thing I have to change? Can I do it on here? I don't even know. Is there like a link thing? I don't even know. Ah, here we go. Okay. While I'm here, I might as well do it. Let me do this real quick. Hey Tara, how's it going? How are you? Shut up, TikTok. I mean Twitch. Pancakes, bacon, eggs, sausage. Nice. Nice. That's amazing. I'm a sausage and eggs person. I don't mind bacon, but I would rather have sausage than bacon. Look at me telling you guys if I'm gonna order breakfast from you guys. But yeah, the sausage would be my choice, and then probably apple juice. Totally down for pancakes, for sure. Ooh, are you gonna make like hash browns or like, we call them home fries, I don't know what everybody else calls them, but like little like potato cubes with spices on them? Are you gonna do anything like with that, like any kind of starch? Okay, I've got Discord, and then what was the other thing I was just thinking about? Oh! Let me see if this... Okay. There we go. I updated it on YouTube now. So now it should all be working. Add a little cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla extract to the pancakes. Oh, that sounds delicious. I do something really similar with French toast. I do something very similar with French toast, and then I put like some brown sugar in there, so that like spice mix is sweet as well. So it makes the brown sugar just naturally sweet, or the French toast naturally sweet. I know some people don't like their French toast sweet. They prefer it as a savory dish, but I like it sweet, so that's what I do. Me too, Tara. I've been craving breakfast food for a while. I had a fried egg on toast with some ketchup on it, and then you cut the fried egg and all like the yolk stuff comes out, and it's so yummy. And then a couple of frozen waffles, but the frozen waffles really wreck the flavor of the fried egg. Right, Tiff? Right? The potatoes? Oh, there's a breakfast place in my home city that's what they do. They do the sausage, eggs, bacon, or ham, one of the three meat options, with toast. You can do waffles or pancakes, and then they're home fries. Now, there are new owners. They're not new anymore. They've been around for a while, but the original owners that were there when I started going there used to put a bunch of spices on the potatoes. Now the new owners just do plain potatoes. They're still yummy because I love potatoes, but man, the spices on them, oh, so much better. What do I think the Switch 2 will be called? Because Switch 2 sounds too boring for Nintendo. I was gonna disagree with you, Posh, but no, you're right. Nintendo has never gone with something 2. It's been the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, or the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm gonna gamble that it'll be something like the Super Switch. Something like that, because I don't know what they could choose, especially if the leaked information is right, where like the controllers are basically the same, they're just magnetic now, and it's still going to be a docked and handheld system. What other there's got to be some brand new mechanic that they're adding to it that is going to be the new name, which I can't think of a mechanic they would add, or they're gonna just try to like soup up the name, so it'll be like Super Switch or the Switch Super or something like that. Switch Plus. I don't know. It can't be Switch Plus because that just sounds like the Switch, but a bit more powerful. So probably like the Super Switch. I don't know. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think, but I'm sure they're gonna come up with something totally ridiculous. The Switch U. That'll guarantee that they're gonna make money. The Nintendo Switch U. Oh man. Could you imagine if they did that? I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. I really wouldn't. The new 3DS, the new Switch. The only reason I don't think they'll go with new Switch is because the new 3DS was still a 3DS. It was slightly more powerful, but what, only one game ever really used that new power? But it was still technically a 3DS, just like slightly overclocked or whatever, kind of like the Xbox One and the Xbox One X. So I don't know if they would go with the new Switch. At least that would be what I would assume they would think. But Nintendo does weird things, so like, who knows? You could be completely right. I have no idea, really. Follow the established naming convention, right? Yeah, who knows what Nintendo's gonna do? Really, who has any clue? I can't predict what Nintendo would. I can't think the way Nintendo thinks because they think illogically most of the time. So I have no idea. But yes, like I was saying, the Discord server is now back. I will probably still not be super active on it, but I will try to keep my eye on it at least to, you know, have some kind of interactions on there. Thankfully, the channel's not very busy right now, so it's not like I really need to watch the Discord like a hawk, like when we were averaging 40 people. But I think it's a good way for everybody to kind of keep in touch. So that way, when I'm not live, people can kind of talk to each other, or if I have to cancel a stream because of whatever reason, I can let people know. The switcheroo. Did you just jinx it? You may have just jinxed it, because I honestly think that would be something Nintendo would do. The switcheroo. Could you imagine the Nintendo switcheroo? Could you imagine? Oh, Nintendo's newest system. Come play with us on the switcheroo. Oh, I can see them doing something ridiculous like that. Michael Jackson, how's it going? Welcome. But yes, so that will give people a place for me to be able to kind of be like, hey guys, I have to cancel today. Or there are days where I'm doing nothing because my plans got canceled. And I could just be like, hey, I'm gonna go live today. I don't have a schedule right now, so it's not like I really have to tell people, hey, I'm going live today, because I'm not supposed to be, because I'm just live whenever I want. But once I get the schedule established, I'm hoping to get that done like within the week or so, to pick at least 3 times a I may have to do 2 solid times a week, and then the other 2 times just kind of whenever I have time. At least to get started, right? So you guys can like rely on what days I will be live at least twice a week. That might be what I have to do. And then slowly kind of build up to adding more. Because I also have to balance the Minecraft channel. That's becoming the biggest challenge right now, is Minecraft takes up a lot of time. You know, it seems pretty straightforward, but like the video that I last posted was probably about 6 hours of work. No, it was well, okay, I had about 5 hours of footage, but there were about 2 hours that I didn't record because it was just me fishing. So there was about 7 hours of recording then. For the latest Minecraft video, I think I've got about 5 hours already, and I still haven't like sat down to mine the respawning block. So I've got at least another hour to go, if not 2. So another 8 hours of footage there, plus another 4 or 5 hours of editing. So like each Minecraft video is between 12 and 15 hours of work. And so I have to kind of account for that within my schedule, which is why I only want to count for 2 days a week right now, that I'm hoping I can kind of guarantee that I'll be live. So that way at least people know when to kind of pop in, and then try to squeeze in another 1 or 2 days a week for people to kind of catch me whenever, which should make life a lot easier. Like I said, I got to come up with some channel point redemption ideas, Oh, I gotta make a mod channel because I've got a few mods. I don't have a lot anymore, but I got a couple of mods that I would like to pick their brains to see about some channel point redemption ideas because I don't have any right now. I definitely want to do some like alerts. I've seen some really cool ideas from some guys that they do like streaming advice channels, but they're high level people. They're not just like the stream on a schedule type of people like me. To add some like commands that'll like maybe not change the camera angle, but do something cool with the camera, you know? Do something interesting so that way there's reasons to collect points, because I'm sure some of you have a lot of points right now and there's nothing to do with them. And then like to trigger some memes on screen and stuff. And so that would be the idea over the next little while. I'm trying to like establish the channel a bit more because we are getting slightly more viewers now, and I am streaming more often now than I was. And so I would like to do something that solidifies the channel a little bit more. You know what I mean? 39,000 channel points. Holy crap. And I can't remember if they got erased when I disabled them or if I turned them on and they were saved. They just were away when they were off. Either way, that's a lot of channel points. You're gonna have lots of advantages. I mean, I think for the first little while, we're gonna get inundated with a bunch of stuff because there are people that have been here for a while who are gonna have a ridiculous amount of points because there's nothing to spend them on right now. Yeah, ties around 27. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot of points. Sook, hello, how's it going? Welcome. So like I said, we're gonna continue with Walking Dead. Again, my Discord is now active again. I'm not, it's not a fancy Discord. There's not a bunch of stuff. I've got to make a mod channel. I'll eventually make a voice channel, but right now I'm gonna keep that off. But right now all there is just like a channel for the schedule and a channel for everybody to kind of talk to each other. I will eventually get more in there. I don't really use Discord, so I got to kind of learn what's needed in there. But I think the most important stuff is just a place for everybody to kind of talk to each other and a place for everybody to know when I'm going to be live. And yeah, if you're on Twitch, if you go to my about section, the about section, and then you scroll down a little bit, there'll be like the about retro for the first time, and it'll say like I'm a TikTok creator, stream educator, variety streamer, and then right below that you're gonna see the link to TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Discord. I'm gonna make a proper panel, but the Discord channel link is right there. Sook, thank you so much for the roses. I really appreciate that. But now that you said that, Ty, I'm gonna turn on Streambot because he's been off for a while. And did Streambot change? Oh no, it's TwitchBot. That's what it is. Right? Nightbot. That's what it is. Nightbot. Man, I have not used this stuff in a while. Man, oh man, I have not used this in a while. And I don't actually know if Nightbot's still a mod. But let's... Okay, Nightbot's already a moderator. Nightbot is now connected again. Whoa, 100 roses. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that, Sook. Do you have any plans for the weekend, Sook? Any plans at all? I just gotta... Do I not have Discord? Oh, I do, okay. Oh, crud, I'm dumb. Did I? Yes, I did. I was like, I think I changed what I had copied. Sorry, everybody. Give me just a second here. Just a second here. Discord. Okay, now there's a Discord command again. Always getting Nightbot, Night Owl. Okay, so we've got some stuff going again. Nothing super crazy, but like Discord is available now. So I know people ask about it occasionally, not super often, but they do ask about it. So now we have it going again. So at least people can keep in touch, you know? And I'm slowly going to start trying to work away at getting the channel at least close to what it used to be. Because it's definitely important that the community has somewhere to kind of hang out and do stuff, and right now there is nothing. That's also not helping us to grow the community, because you know the people that are here because they know me already. It's very hard to bring new people in when there's nowhere for people to hang out, and it's very hard for people to know when I'm live when I'm just randomly live. At least Discord gives us some kind of direction now. Who am I? I'm some guy. I'm just some guy. But yeah, so we're gonna play Walking Dead. We're gonna continue with that. Just working the weekend, yeah. I work Sundays, so I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, we're gonna continue with Walking Dead. We are on the last chapter of the first season, so I'm very excited for that. And that's pretty much it. Keep an eye out. The new Minecraft video will hopefully be up by Monday. As far as streaming is concerned, no stream tomorrow. But I don't like streaming Sundays because nobody shows up on Sunday. I don't like streaming Sundays, but maybe I'll stream Sunday. I'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for the GGs. I appreciate that. Don't go broke. Don't go broke. I know it's like not like $50, but still, every penny counts. Yeah, I'm the guy that gave you the thing, you know? And you gave me the thing in return. You gave me, what was it, like 200 and something things, something like that. So, yeah. Toronto police follows me on TikTok, so if they see this, they're gonna be like, is he actually a drug dealer? I'm now gonna be on radar somewhere. Nice, Darkest Fog. I used to have every weekend off, but then the one guy that covered my weekends asked to switch it, so now I have Friday, Saturday off, which is still close enough to the weekend, but it's not phenomenal, you know? The ice cream cones and the finger heart, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that, seriously. And more roses. Sook, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That is very true, Ty. That is very, very true. Yep. Anyways, so we're gonna continue with The Walking Dead. We're gonna see what decisions we come up with and then see if we can finish it off. You know? I'm excited to try the next chapter because I haven't played the next chapter or the next season at all, but that won't be today. Oh, that's what I was saying. I was trying to think of what I was saying. So no stream tomorrow. 99% sure no stream tomorrow. It kind of depends on if Kendra can make it here or not, because she's supposed to come over, but her sister's been sick, so I don't know if she'll be able to come over. If she doesn't come over, then I'll stream, but I'm banking on she will come over, so there won't be a stream tomorrow. I may go live Sunday, but like I said, nobody really hangs out on Sundays, so it's kind of a waste of energy for me because I could spend Sunday editing instead of being on stream. But we'll see. I will say if I go live, it'll probably be very, very short, like an hour. If there's a bunch of people, then I'll stay longer. But if there's nobody really hanging out, then I'll do it for an hour or so, and then I'll leave because I need to edit my Minecraft video, and hopefully I'm finishing that tonight. Like finishing the recording tonight. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, a lot of people, like people have church, other people have like their chores around the house because, you know, Saturday is the day everybody kind of relaxes or goes out and does like any kind of partying, family events, stuff like that. And then Sunday's the day a lot of people will actually do the things they're supposed to do as adults. And so I totally get that people aren't around. It's also a day of relaxation. People don't really want to hang out on a stream on a Sunday. So I get it. I know some streamers on Sundays do very, very well, but it's the community they've built. I haven't built that community, which is why I don't like going live Sundays. So I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I feel that day. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the kind gifts. Have yourself a great rest of your day, and I hope you have yourself a good weekend, even though you have to work. But I hope you have a good weekend. Oh yeah, it's Mother's Day. Never mind, I will not be going live Sunday, because if it's Mother's Day, that'll be a complete waste. Yeah, no, I'm not going live Sunday then. Never mind. I'm just gonna work on Minecraft on Sunday. Well, I appreciate that, Michael Jackson. Yeah, no, definitely won't be going live Sunday. Yeah, that would have been even worse. Okay, thank you, Ty. Because yeah, normally I'll get like 1 or 2 people come in, but they'll be really quiet 1 or 2 people. It'll be really dead on Sunday. It'll be like nobody shows up because of Mother's Day. So yeah, I get it. Hello, Monster. How are you? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Anyways, let's get started. I'm gonna play some Walking Dead and we'll do what we gotta do. See if we can get some stuff going. Okay. I need to reposition my speakers. I don't like where they are. Because I'm using the 2 Edifier speakers that I got. And one of them is on the desk right next to me, but the other one's behind the monitor. And so all I can hear is everything from one side. Once in a while, I'll hear something from the left side when it's loud enough. But like ambient noise, never hear anything from the left side. I gotta get that fixed. Nice, Ty. I actually like baking. That was Nora and I's thing. Nora and I used to bake all the time. I like baking. All right, let's... Oh, I gotta change my thumbnail on TikTok. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's try this again. Here we go. The heck? Hold on. Is that starting a brand new? I wanna play it. Oh, it just goes to the... Okay. And now I have to make them. I've never made butter tarts. I hear they can be screwed up pretty easily, but that they're not like insanely difficult.
On The Walking Dead.
What if my parents come home and I'm not there? I've got my walkie-talkie in case they try that way.
Hey, there were some batteries in one of those boxes. Here,
sorry, the game might have been really, really loud there.
I think we should look for your parents.
They always stay in the same place when they go there.
The Marsh house?
Yes, that's it!
You didn't come into town from the railroad, did you? We gotta go! Yeah, why?
Clementine? Clementine! Oh. Clementine's gone. Wherever she is, I have to find her. We have a better chance of finding her if we all go together. Who's with me?
We'll look for Clementine together.
Hell yeah.
She's my family now. She's all I got.
Hell, in the end, family's all that matters.
You're right. I owe her. Somehow, I gotta make it right.
Clementine.
Okay. Sorry, I added a compressor because I was having issues with my sound. The gameplay sound was maxed out and it just was not passing through. And so I messed with it yesterday, but it was really, really loud. I think it's okay now. I think now we're at a decent level and that the audio should be pretty good. So hopefully that's better. Okay, Tara, see you later. I hope you have yourself a good day and a good weekend.
There doesn't have
Thank
to
you for
be any
popping in,
trouble
and
here.
happy Mother's Day,
All
since
I
I
want
probably
is the
won't get to
girl.
chat with you before then.
Give her back and nobody needs to get hurt.
Yes, Rawfish, I'm just starting the fifth
Are you all
episode.
right? Where are you? Vernon, you son of a bitch.
No, Lee.
Who is this?
It's not Vernon, if that's what you're thinking. And you should really watch your tone. Clementine's fine. But if I were you, I'd choose my next words very carefully.
Says he's not
What do you want
Vernon.
from me? Whatever it is, I'll do it. You can let her go.
I want you to never hurt anybody again. This isn't a kidnapping, Lee.
Then what is it?
A rescue.
What? I don't understand. I did, but like 10 years ago, so I don't remember it.
Just hold on, Clementine. I'm coming for you.
Don't worry, pal. We'll get her back.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this. I remember the very, very end.
How's that feeling?
Not great. My hand is hot, and it's thumping a little bit.
You seem okay for now.
Yeah, totally.
We don't have much time.
We're about to have a lot less. We'll all make sure nothing gets in. You're still the smartest fucker out of all of us. Try to find another way out of here.
Anyways, I was having issues with my sound. It was all maxed out and I wasn't getting the volume I wanted. But
Nothing through here.
now that I put the compressor on, I was able to like boost the volume a little bit. So now it should be more balanced.
Hey, don't worry. We'll find Clementine.
Damn right we will. No matter what.
To do that, you gotta get us another way out.
He said he's not Vernon, but I have a feeling he meant
surgical
he meant that like his name isn't actually Vernon, not that he isn't the character. The bottom of my video is cutting off some of the words. Hold on, that might be OBS on this side, maybe. Oops, wrong keyboard. I was not aware it was doing that, but give me a second here. It seems to be... It seems to be okay on my side. Reset transform. Transform. Fit to screen. So that's there. Transform. Reset transform. Yeah, this one's already on there. Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, it was zoomed in a little bit. Oh, because we were playing Paper Mario. We were playing Paper Mario. And I messed with the thing. Thank you. Forgot about that. I messed with the zoom for Paper Mario because it's an SNES game, or it's an N64 game. It didn't take up the whole screen, so I stretched it so it would take up more of the screen. No, it was me. 100% me. I forgot about that completely. Thank you for pointing it out. And because it was hard for me to tell, because when I would look, it was just slightly enough, but I didn't see the closed captioning. We did get there. We did. Am I from Canada? Yes. Oh, Ty, if you are up at night, make sure you look up at the sky tonight. I wrote you a love message. You'll see it at night on the moon. No. Apparently there's a huge sunstorm, and everything is lining up, so there might be northern lights all the way out here. I've never been to any of the islands. I'm in Ontario.
Get my hands in between the doors.
But I would love to visit the islands. I hear that they are beautiful. I'm a big seafood person, and I hear the islands have some of the best seafood. Patty, long time no see. How are you? I'm doing well. You know, here just hanging out playing some Walking Dead.
Clear this shit out of here in a hurry.
Where the hell did they go?
We're lucky there's no axe holding that door closed, huh?
Oh, shut up.
Wow, that was savage. He really went there. He really went there. That's wild. Is there any, like... Playing Pokemon on the Switch. Nice. How are you liking it? I've heard it was pretty broken. I haven't played it, but I heard it's really broken.
Grosses me out just looking at it. Looks like a car jack. I don't want to imagine this being used on a body.
I was gonna make a joke about gynecologists, but I genuinely think that's about like cracked ribs. like cracking ribs open for an autopsy.
I'll have these doors open in 2 seconds.
There's gonna be a zombie in here, isn't there? I think it's powerful. Yeah, that's more accurate. The games themselves, I've heard, are good. It's just they were so cut back graphically because of the potato that they're on, and they still didn't run well. But I've heard they're actually okay games. It's just the what they did, the corners they had to cut because of the machine already being so underpowered.
Fuck. Is he alive? Shit. This is bad. Fuck. Help me move it.
Okay. This has to be done. Sorry, pal. I gotta do it.
I'm awake!
Stop! He's awake!
He's still bitten.
So?
This is about trying to save him. At the very least, buy him some time.
Do we have to cut it off, though?
Yeah, we do.
Do we know it works?
We don't know anything.
I mean,
Is there
ideally
gonna
you
be a
should
lot
burn
of
it
blood?
so that way at least it's
There's gonna be a
somewhat clean
shitload
or
of
somewhat
blood.
uninfected.
What if he dies?
Then the rest of us go after Clementine and get the hell out of Savannah.
Do it.
Let's do it. Maybe it'll work.
Maybe it'll just buy us a little bit of time.
Big risk.
Yeah. We're down here without a lot of options.
It'll buy us a couple of minutes maybe.
Fuck it. Cut it off.
Seriously.
Tourniquet. Let's do it. I'm saying this bravely,
It'll be over before you know it.
but in real life I wouldn't have the courage. I would rather die. I'm a wimp for pain. I'm a wimp for pain.
It was easier when I thought he was out.
Oh, Jesus. Fine.
Probably with the watch on the other hand. He'll never get it
as
on
fast as I
afterwards,
can.
so. Oh god, here we go.
You got that?
Oh my god.
Try to stay still!
Go
Just
quicker,
hold
lady.
on.
Go quicker. Lady, stop. Don't stop. Oh man, I have played The Last of Us. I beat the first one on stream about maybe 2 years ago. And then I played like halfway through the second one and everybody was bashing the game and the people that liked it weren't watching it, so I just stopped playing it.
Holy hell. We thought maybe we'd lost you. You've been out a while, man.
My arm's on fire. I can still feel my fingers. Holy hell. All this hurts more than you can believe.
Do you think you'll be able to travel? You lost some blood.
I have no choice. You know, I did like it. I liked it.
Good.
Give me just a
the
second.
elevator's open. Let's go.
I really...
Up the rear. I don't want to bleed on anyone.
I don't want to bleed on anyone. I really liked The Last of Us 2. I just stopped playing it because the people that were in chat spent the whole time just going, just wait. You're going to end up hating this game. Just wait. This game is so horrible. Just wait. And it's like, when you hear that the game is going to be bad long enough, you almost feel guilty for enjoying what you're enjoying. You're just kind of like, oh, well, I don't want to enjoy it because if I'm going to end up hating it, the more I enjoy it now, the more disappointed I'll be when I get to the point that I'm supposed to hate it. And so I just stopped playing it. And at the time I was averaging like 15 to 20 viewers. And so when I was playing that, it was like 5 viewers. So I already had a low viewership. And then the people that were watching were spending their whole time saying that. I was just like, I don't want to play this anymore. And so I stopped playing it. I have toyed with the idea of playing it again because I did enjoy it, but we'll see. We'll see what I do. I won't tell you anything because, again, I only got to about halfway. So I didn't reach any really big... There's like one thing that happens... Wrong camera. One thing that happens. But besides that, there was nothing that I really reached that was astonishing. Because I was getting to like the middle of the game. I think the middle of the game. So nothing had really happened yet. Yeah, I mean... If I end up playing it, you'll see. So, like, you'll see that I'm playing it, so you can just stay away. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I was having fun with it. So I hope you enjoy it, man. But yeah, I won't say anything. Unless the blonde-haired girl. What was I going to say? Oh, I was saying about getting the arm cut off. I act really brave about making that decision right now, but I got 6 stitches on the tip of my thumb. Not anywhere near the same as getting my arm cut off. But I had used a coagulant thing to stop it from bleeding because it was basically down to the bone, so it was bleeding a lot. And so I used something because I had to drive to the hospital, and they had to clean it out before they could stitch it up. And so the doctor, because I had one of the intern doctors, and she was like scraping away at it, so it was really painful. But then when she went to go actually inject it to numb it so they could stitch it, she was doing what this character just did, where she like hesitated as doing... The pain was horrendous because they have to inject it right into the wound. And she just kept hesitating, which made the pain so much worse. She had to inject me about 5 times before ever pressing the syringe down because she couldn't get in position because she kept guessing. And then when she would just stop, I'd pull my hand away because she kept just standing there. And so eventually another doctor came in, and then he did it, and he was the head doctor. And the intern ended up holding my arm down with 2 other nurses because I kept flinching because it was painful. I can't even imagine what he just went through. And the fact that she just like stopped halfway through, like, no, once you start, you go. You go at it as if it's a competition. Ugh. No, thank you. See, and... That's what I figured, Rawfish, but the people watching kept telling me that I wasn't going to like it the further I went in. And so it was like, I don't know what is going to happen, because the beginning I was unhappy about, but like, I still wanted to play. So what possibly could happen that would make me hate this game? And if I'm enjoying it, I don't want to end up hating this game, so I just stopped playing it. Hold on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I was messaging my girlfriend about the northern lights that are supposed to be visible. She lives on a farm, and although she is like closer to town, she's gonna have a much better chance of seeing it than I will.
We're gonna have to go as quiet as possible and see if we can make it to an empty floor or even the roof. You think it's possible for you?
Yeah. Get going.
My mom had a few fingers amputated, and yeah, she says the exact same thing. The burning feeling was there. She said it felt like
big deal.
There were days where she felt like she had a hangnail that was pulled back, but like, whoa, so pulled back that it was like under the nail almost, and it was like somebody was ripping the skin, and she said she could continually feel that, and there was nothing she could do to fix it because the finger was gone. She said that was the hardest part for her. Or it would feel like somebody was taking a needle and putting it under her nail. Like she said it was like obscene pain, like weird pain.
Watch out!
Jeez, shut the fuck up, man.
Everything okay up there?
Weird pain that she's never actually experienced. Like she's never had anybody do that to her, but that's what it felt like. It's wild. Oh, there are so many Any zombies? This reminds me of this reminds me of Left 4 Dead. When you're in the hotel, running around. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2. This literally looks like Left 4 Dead.
Remember when Savannah was empty?
Those Crawford bastards did one thing right, I guess.
There must be thousands of them. Did they follow us here? It sure seems like it.
That's crazy. They can't track. They just roam.
Is it? That fucking train wasn't exactly discreet.
Clementine's out there somewhere. Gobbled up in all of that.
We'll get to her, Lee. We'll do whatever we have to.
Look, let's get our bearings and see if we can figure out a way to make it across town. Good?
Good.
Good.
It's an extension letter. That's the church across the street from the mansion. River Street should be just beyond that.
We need to head back that way. We'll stop off at the mansion, like you said, and make sure we didn't overlook anything.
Yeah. Just need to figure out a way to get there. Anything over here?
Honestly, my vision isn't great. I think it's allergies or all that shit those walkers are kicking up.
I was thinking you and Omid wouldn't come with me.
We can't stop looking out for each other.
You two have been solid since day one.
What's this, day 3? 4?
I appreciate it.
I mean, at least she's realistic.
Allergies. Shit. People used to get those.
I know, right? You never see anybody in an end-of-the-world story with hay fever. It's not the time to get wistful.
I know. It's this deal with Clem. It's everything. It's put this rage inside me like I can't even say. I used to get allergies too, and just... fuck. Who was that guy?
Someone with priorities?
Got any good ideas for getting through that, herd?
I'm working on it. Are you gonna be able to hang in there?
I have to.
I have to.
The mansion's that way.
Yeah.
If we can use that bell tower to bring them to that side of the hospital, it won't be an easy trip back toward River Street, but it wouldn't be impossible.
I'm with you. Just have to get over there.
Omid, you had a bad leg? I lost an arm.
What's up over here?
Bell tower. That's what's up.
Reminds me of that Kristen Wiig character, if you guys watch SNL at all. I'm not a big SNL fan, but I've been seeing a few of their videos on YouTube and stuff. And there's that one character she has. It's like, yeah, so when somebody's like, oh yeah, last night I stubbed my toe. Yeah, last night I got my toe amputated. Yeah, it was way worse. It was way worse. Oh man, my best friend, he was actually at the supermarket and he saw George Clooney. Yeah, well, George Clooney's actually my cousin. He's married to me. Like, has to one up everybody. That's what I feel like this is. Omid's got a bad leg. Yeah, well, I got my arm amputated, you know.
That could help. Hey. I think you're Clem's favorite. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, she's a big fan. You get away with shit I never would.
We're getting her back, Lee. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When we get this fucker, we'll get out of sight and leave you with him. You get me?
I get you. How's the leg?
Ty, I don't know if you're still watching. Is Last of Us your planned first stream
Even if
game?
it wasn't entirely for me. Clementine, too. She's tough as hell.
Isn't she?
Yeah. Don't worry more than you should about her, okay?
I'll see if we can make it out to that bell tower.
Okay. Be careful, though. I don't want you going any sooner than you have to.
Thanks.
Oof, that feels kind of like you're gonna die anyway, but just like don't die too fast. It's kind of what I felt like he just said. Oh, can't go that way. Where's Kenny? Kenny. Okay, well, guess we'll use this.
Whoa, you need some help with that?
I got it.
Hold on.
Damn it.
We're missing an arm. Shouldn't the guy with the 2 good arms be helping us?
The bells.
Yeah. Could buy us some time. Draw as many as we can this way. Get down off the roof on the opposite side and bust our asses getting back to the mansion.
You think you should be the one to go?
My leg's feeling better. Let me do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Ben will do it.
If we have to decide who takes a risk like this, it should be the guy who's got the least to lose. What's the worst that could happen? I get bitten again?
Oh, that's
So
dark.
we agreed then.
That is dark.
Why the hell are we letting the one-armed guy do all the high-risk maneuvers?
Because the one-armed guy insists. Now shut up about it.
Maybe the
That thing
2-armed
looks
guy
a
should be
little rickety.
holding the ladder.
Maybe keep that shit to yourself next time?
Yep.
You all should be holding the ladder for the 1-armed guy. The 1-armed guy can't hold the ladder when he's down there, so... Thought it was shaking. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Jump. Oh, on the head.
Holy shit, man!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was wishing I had my other
Would that be part of Wemyss?
No shit! Try to find another way out of there?
It's locked. Shit. The exit in here's locked! A few solid rings of this and there'll be thousands down below.
Well, doesn't give me much options, so... Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, Ty. That sounds like a lot of fun.
They're coming this way.
Tons of them! Jesus!
Now get back here.
Ow. You got like a magic carpet I can use? What about like one of those not Kamek,
I think I have
Lakitu
to
clouds?
jump. There's no way back.
You can make it! It ain't that far!
I'm so fucked.
That would literally be my thought. That would literally be my thought. Dude, like, move back and run. Get a running start. Okay, he's doing it. That looked painful. That would have hurt
Good
so
goddamn
badly.
leap, pal. Let's get the hell off this roof.
I've done something very similar as a kid, and ooh, no thank you. Not jumping off like the roof of a building, but like landing on something like that hurts. Move your arms to get more momentum.
Holy.
And the boat got stolen.
What the fuck?
I called it last time. We should have left somebody
Come
there.
on, just come the fuck on!
Well, we're not coming back here after we find Clem.
Who? Fuck. How could this happen?
This was Vernon.
You think so?
Definitely.
Hey guys, Lee's right. It was Vernon in that support group.
No fucking way! The invalids?
Their actions contradict your characterization, but yeah, the invalids.
He's right. They're not invalids. They're just people. People who've been dealing with shitty situations even longer than we have. No wonder they got the jump on us.
I don't give a fuck if their Make-A-Wish was a fucking boat ride! When I find them, I'm gonna rip their throats out!
We would have done the same.
Says the guy who wouldn't take a box of food from an abandoned car.
Things have changed.
I mean, we still wouldn't have done
Says
that.
he feels bad about it.
But
leaving us and Clementine behind.
They fucked us!
But we did do it. So someone give him a hand, because he doesn't have one.
Can you go over the fence and let us into the backyard? We shouldn't be out in the open.
Yeah.
This is not happening. Everything is so fucked.
Clementine is still out there.
So we get Clementine, and then what?
We get the fuck out of cities. I'm done with cities. We go into the countryside and make a go of it.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me.
Nobody asked you.
You just did.
Don't get fucking smart with me, Ben.
Chill.
Everyone keep it together. Nothing has changed, has it?
Nothing has changed?
I mean, immediately. We stay the course. Don't turn on each other.
Yeah, chill out, Kenny.
Kenny's the one causing the fight. Kenny is the one causing the fight. The only one causing the fight
We
right
can
now.
do this in the yard.
Ben, I swear to God.
What do we do without a boat?
Get to the countryside. We dicked around with cities and coastlines and boats too long. Take her out there. Live as safe as you can, okay?
Look, I agree with you. I think out in the country is the safest place to be. But you're not dead yet, so put a pin in that, okay?
Where the hell do you get off?
I'm just saying we should all chill. Not just you.
Chill? Lee's bitten and God knows how long he has left. Clementine is who the fuck knows, and we're robbed of the only
there
hope
yet?
we've had.
So
Dude, how's it
should've
going?
left
It's
your
been a
ass
minute.
in
How are you?
Crawford. We got enough problems. Fuck you, Kenny!
Kenny, stop!
No, let him.
I am so sorry about Katya and Duck. I am. And I know I fucked up. But stop pushing me around and stop wishing I was dead. No! You know how they die. You've said goodbye. I never got to see my family, my parents, my little sister. Do you get that? Your family is gone, but at least you had them to lose. I never made it home. They could be alive or dead or walkers or worse, and I don't know. So give me a fucking break.
You know what? He's got a fair point.
Oh, Ben,
He's got a very fair point.
Oh shit! Here they come!
in the house! They shouldn't be able to get into the backyard, right?
What is worse than walkers? I don't know. What is worse than walkers?
We can secure this place.
Krista!
What is worse than walkers? I don't even know if I can do this. Oh, what is there? Oh, I don't.
I'm checking the living room. Everyone else, look
I didn't
for
have time
weapons.
to answer.
What is it?
Oh crap.
Front doors!
Of course we fall down. Oh. I was all prepared. I thought you were gonna be like, what's worse than walkers? I don't know. Crawlers? But I don't know. I couldn't think of a punchline. So I was like ready with the... But there was no punchline. There was no punchline. Being captured by the governor. That's true. Oh, that is true. People from the dairy farm. Oh my gosh, yeah, those were wild.
Lee,
that seemed too easy.
Cut their fucking arms off.
Zombie killer, how's it going? Welcome.
Hurry!
You're a fan of the Walking Dead show? I thought the show was good up until about the halfway point. I prefer the comics.
Take their goddamn arms off!
But I thought the show was decent. I think it gets way more heat than it should. I think it's decent. And people act like it's the worst thing on the planet. And it really isn't the worst. It's just not great.
Get ready to fight.
This place seems sturdy to me. I think we're fine.
Called it.
Sturdy my ass!
I said runners.
Go!
That is a good point. Hold on. What's worse than walkers? Runners. Oh, man. Yeah, the comic governor was really bad. And even Negan. The beauty with Negan in the comics was that he was shorter. Like he didn't last for 5 billion issues. It was a lot quicker. The show just dragged Negan on for way too long. Like, Negan was a good character, but, like, too much of a good thing, you know? Like, Disney's learning that now. Just too much of a good thing.
Get to the end of the hallway.
What do we do now? This will slow him down. Get to the end.
Really, you're not a fan of Season 2? I heard Season 2 was really good. Like, Season 1 and 2 were really good, and then 3, 4, and then the spin-off 5 were okay, but not great.
As many as we can. When we see an opening, we go for it. How many bullets y'all have?
3,
5, 4, 2. Y'all know where to aim.
Get ready.
I can't even come up with like a good like smart-ass remark. Do you guys see Rafik57 on YouTube? That is how pathetic some people are, where like they don't say a word, they don't come to the channel to hang out, they literally come in and just spoil the ending. I mean, I already knew the ending, so it's not like you ruined the game, but what was the point? Honestly, what was the point? Like, it's... I don't even know what to say, because it's so pathetic. And it's not even, like, a good troll. Like, at least if it was a decent troll, you know? Like, if it was something that would be worthwhile? If it was something that was, like, funny or I don't know, creative in any way. Yeah, somebody just walked in and just gave the conclusion of the first season. But like they didn't even write it properly. Like they didn't even use proper syntax. They didn't make a coherent sentence. So they're too stupid to even write a proper sentence, let alone come up with a decent troll, and they just walk in, say the ending, and that's it. It's just embarrassing how stupid some people are. Do you know what I mean? Like, just very... It's embarrassing how some people can't even, like, form a decent thought. But they still go out of their way to try to ruin somebody's good time. Like, like I said, I know what the ending is to this season. So it's not like they really ruined it. But it's the fact that somebody is so pathetic that That's what they're doing, trying to ruin people's good time. Why? Like, why is... I'm sorry your life sucks. I'm sorry that you're a loser. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Might even see dead people. You've seen all 11 seasons? I've only seen the 10th, up till the 10th. I've never seen past the 10th season. I do want to see the final season, but I haven't seen the 10th season. And you think season 4 was amazing. Of the show, what was season 4 on the show? I don't remember what season 4 was. Yeah, the secondhand embarrassment is really crazy. Mainly because, like, they are trying to ruin somebody's good time. People who are just playing a video game. Like, we're not doing anything, right? I'm not saying anything political. I'm not saying anything, you know, overtly hateful. I'm not doing anything. We're just playing a game. It's also a game that's like 20 years old. So, or what is it? 10 years old. The 10 years old. 2015, 9. Yeah, it's like, what is it? 13 years old? Something like that? I don't know, whatever. But like, it's a really old game. Probably older than that person was. And they're coming in thinking they're being intelligent by spoiling a game that's over a decade old. Okay. And then third, like, I don't know if you guys have seen this. There was a guy who got arrested because he was doing a bunch of, like, just hateful stuff on the internet. And he was, like, harassing people and attacking people and, like, trying to solicit people to do terrorist activities, stuff like that. And when they showed him, he was like this overweight, greasy guy with like thinning hair. You know those like greasy dudes that have like the long hair, but their hair is... they're losing their hair. They just refuse to let go of it. Full of acne. You could tell the dude was a complete and utter loser. That's who this guy is. Because, like, their life is so pathetic that the only way that they can feel important is by trying to ruin somebody else's good time. Like, that's just embarrassing. Like, I would be embarrassed if that's how pathetic my life was. It's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Oh, okay, the final series of the game. I thought you meant the season 4 of, Season 4 of the real show. Okay, yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to try later on ones. I banned him. He literally came in, said it, and that's the other embarrassing part, is he came in, said the spoiler, and then left. They didn't even have the balls to stick around and get humiliated for how pathetic they are. The coward just took off. So I banned them anyway, just in case, but like... so pathetic. So pathetic. Jenny Wakeman, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? The only bad one really was season 3. Rawfish, now, are you talking about the game or are you talking about the show? Because I want to make sure I'm actually commenting on the right thing. Oh yeah, absolutely, Ty. Oh, I missed. Uh-oh, I'm out of bullets.
I'm out! Me too! Fuck! Where do we go? There's no goddamn opening! Up!
Okay, I know I changed it this time. I know I changed it. What is up with Twitch that it doesn't save when I change things? No, on my side it's fine. Oh, at the end it says Paper Mario. No, that was me. That was me. That was me. I changed the first part of the title, didn't change the second part of the title. That was 100%. Oh, mouse isn't plugged in. Mouse isn't plugged in. I've never played Life is Strange. I've heard that the first episode of the first season is free. I've never played it, but I hear it's really good. Choosing Destiny and Paper Mario would be interesting. It would be. Of the game, Rawfish. Yeah, the only bad one was really season 3. Okay. yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the other seasons of this. I only own the first 2, so I gotta buy the other ones. But I am looking forward to it. Because this is great for the channel. Like, it's easy for me to stream because the story keeps going whether or not I'm on a tangent. It's not like Dark Souls where when something goes wrong, it really... Like, not something goes wrong. When something distracts me, it's hard to keep entertained because if I'm not paying attention, I die.
Here, I'm not good with these. You dropped it down there.
And if I... And there's always
That
parts of the
could've
game
gone
where it's
better.
just downtime,
Everyone
where all
okay?
you're doing is grinding, and it's boring.
He's still bitten.
This isn't.
Shut up.
Okay, let's get out of here and keep moving.
Kid's right. We gotta keep moving. Think there's any chance we get Clem
nice,
and catch up
zombie.
to those goddamn thieves?
I don't know. Maybe.
Where we're not going out through this window. No latches, no roof access, and 30 feet straight down.
Anyone have any ideas?
I bet this guy would. He's got a resourceful air about him.
Not good.
Dixon Kent III. Industrial...
Need?
Krista. Just trying to lighten the fucking tone.
We need solutions, not stupid jokes.
I'm sorry.
And the entire season for like $13. Oh wow, that is really lucky, Tiff. That is really, really lucky. That is quite cheap. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it to see if I can get the other ones because I really do want to play them. Yeah, Zombie Killer, I am not a completionist. I have zero interest in doing stuff like that. So my hat goes off to you for having that patience because I don't have that patience. Hello, Weewin, how are you? Welcome. I'm doing really well. How are you? Do I like Krista? That's the woman that just yelled, right? I think she's a little bit of a what do they call them? A nosy Nelly or whatever. She's a little bit of a busybody and kind of gets her nose into things that she maybe shouldn't be. But I think overall she is genuinely trying to do good. So I do like her. I just don't love her. Spending too much time in Fallout 4.
So, no ideas then.
There's gotta be another way.
Check the floor for any other access, a vent, anything.
Or we wait for the house to clear out and stick to the high ground.
Oh, I'm not a Kenny
Hey.
fan at all.
You're not looking great, and you're warm.
I'm okay. Don't...
What did that mean?
She's at the hotel, where her parents were staying. He hasn't moved her.
Yet.
Yeah. Yet.
We need to start thinking about more than just Clementine when it comes to our urgency.
What do you mean?
How do we get out of here?
That's the whole point. We don't know.
Okay, now your life depends on it. How do you get out of here?
Well, that's gonna
I
help.
don't know. I don't get it.
I do.
Like I said, everyone needs to keep looking for a way out, damn it. We're trapped in here.
Do you think that worked?
I don't know. Hope so.
I think we need to have an adult conversation about what happens if...
I mean, he's right. I don't like Kenny, but he's right. We do have to discuss it because if Lee turns, Lee is gonna take everybody out. Yeah, I have zero interest in Fallout 76 because I'm just not an online player. For me, that would be obscenely boring. Even like I used to play Guild Wars a lot, but I was only ever into doing the story. I was never into building a guild, into doing raids, none of that stuff. I just wanted to play the game. I've heard Fallout 76 has gotten better than it used to be. It's still kind of boring, but apparently it's gotten way better. I just don't like Bethesda. So I have now downloaded Fallout 4 in VR again on my PC. I've installed a bunch of mods. I haven't tried it yet because the last time I had a chance was like 2 weeks ago, and then last weekend I was away all weekend, so I couldn't do anything. But like 2 weeks ago, I downloaded Fallout 4. I downloaded a bunch of mods that are apparently supposed to make it way better, and I'm going to give it a shot again because I find the whole concept really interesting. I just don't like how lazy Bethesda is with their gameplay loop and their really crappy development. They never develop good games. As in, like, the technical part, not the game itself. But but I like the whole concept of Fallout. So I want to try it. I love VR, so hopefully that'll kind of get me through it, especially with the mods. So I'm going to try that tonight and see how I feel about Fallout 4. Raw Fish, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. No, I have not played Spider-Man 2. I don't have the money to spend on games, so if I buy a game, I try to buy games that I'm very, very certain about. And Spider-Man 2, although I know I would really like it, just not in the budget. Because my sound mixer broke, my microphone broke, so it's like I had to replace a bunch of stuff, and games come very, very low on the list for me. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Bethesda's ideas are great. They have one idea that's a bad idea, and it's the bad habit of trying to cram as much into one game as possible. But the adverse effect to it is that the more you put in, the less well thought out the things you put in are. So it's like, it's great that there might be, 400 hours of content, but when 350 of those hours are the exact same mission just reskinned over and over again, I'd rather just not have those missions. For me, it's give me 20 hours of really solidly built game with solid stories, great variants. Give me that. 400 hours of the same mission over and over again. No thanks. And that's what I don't like about Bethesda. Like when I tried to play Skyrim, it was the same gameplay loop over and over, and it got really boring. I tried it with Starfield, and Starfield was even worse because their gameplay loop was so much less intricate. It was so boring after about 10 hours. That's the one thing I would criticize about Bethesda's actual ideas, but their universes are really interesting. The way that they put the game together is really interesting. It's just they're using an engine that is so old and so underpowered for what they're trying to do that it's broken. And the Bethesda fans use that as it's a quirk. It's not a quirk. It's lazy. It's lazy, and the best way for them to steal your money. And to me, we shouldn't excuse that. That's probably one of the biggest criticisms about gaming that I could have is fans excuse bad behavior just because they're fans. And I think we should hold them accountable for the bad behavior, because then we would get better games in the long run. But I do think Bethesda has a lot to offer. It's just, I don't like where Bethesda's gone when it comes to cutting corners. That would be my biggest thing. Nice, Zombie Killer. My birthday was about 3 weeks ago. I hope you have a good birthday. Have I played Red Dead 2? Yeah, I have. Not a whole lot of it. I find it boring. I've tried really hard to get into it, and I just can't. I don't like how slow it is to get from point A to point B. Riding the horse. And sometimes when you got to travel across the whole map, you're literally riding that horse for 20 minutes. It loses my interest real quick because I have such a busy schedule that to sit and play for 2 or 3 hours doesn't happen unless it's on stream. And, if I've got 20 minutes to play and all I'm going to do is go from point A to point B, I'm going to play something else rather than Red Dead. So I don't like that part. I think when you're actually in the mission and actually doing stuff, it's so good. But going from point A to point B, or the little menial tasks, it's not that they're bad. It's just because my time is so limited, I want to spend my 20 minutes that I can game at the end of the night actually gaming and not just traveling. Yeah, so I find it boring, but it's that. It's not that the game itself is boring. It's just it doesn't work for what I need for my life, which really sucks because I think it's beautiful. I really love the acting. I love the storyline. I love the world. I just really hate how slow paced it can be. And that just doesn't work for me in my world, I know you can fast travel. I haven't gotten to the point where I can do that yet. At least I haven't figured out how to do that yet. And yeah. Again, if I had all the time in the world, it would be fine. But I don't. I might get 20 minutes every couple of days to play, and I can either spend 20 minutes on Red Dead and not really do anything, or spend 20 minutes on Paper Mario and actually feel like I did something, or 20 minutes on this and actually get somewhere. That's the only thing. Okay, yeah, I haven't even made it to chapter 2 yet. Because of how slow paced it is. But I tried. I think when I first went through my divorce and I was alone, there were a couple of nights where I was able to play for a few hours at a time, and then that went away, and now I don't have time. So yeah, probably won't do it. I have a friend who's asked me multiple times that he wants to come over and play Red Dead. I have zero interest in playing Red Dead. Yeah, I have zero interest in playing Red Dead. It's not a game for me. And he wants to come over and play it together, and it's just not for me. He's also suggested playing it on stream, and again, zero interest in playing it on stream. No interest at all.
Lee takes another spill.
I'll comment in just a second, Zombie Killer.
Look, we could be looking at a Larry situation here.
Who's Larry?
It don't matter.
He looks fine to me.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Just talk about it.
Does that conversation end with me getting something dropped on my head?
Now, hey!
Guys, I don't know what happened before Omid and I showed up, but we can cross this bridge when we get to it.
Lee, I'm not advocating anything here, but how is this not a thing? We're all so worked up about Clementine that we're forgetting what the fuck happened to you.
They don't give me an option that I want to answer.
Out of hand.
I 100% think that we should be discussing it. We're not going to act on it now, but we should have a discussion of what is going to happen in the future because, yeah, I'm going to die. They need to, like, have a plan of what's going to happen because I don't want to hurt anybody, and their survival is important for Clementine's survival. So I think it's a... I don't like that they're only giving me negative options for Lee right now. When it comes to Grand Theft Auto, or Rockstar in general, my criticisms of Rockstar would be based more on the concentration on the online aspects, on the make as much money as possible with as little work as possible. Not a big fan of that. I do think they put out good games. Like, I had the same issue with Grand Theft Auto 5. You brought up Grand Theft Auto 5. I had the same issue with Grand Theft Auto 5, that it was so slow-paced at times in between the big action moments that it was really hard for me to sit down and actually play it. And then eventually I got to a point where I was able to fully beat Grand Theft Auto 5, like 10 years after it came out. And I loved it. I thought it was awesome. The storytelling was great. The variance in the main missions was interesting. The world was big and it felt alive. So I think Rockstar does what Bethesda wishes they could do, but they can't. But I think Rockstar is on a dangerous precipice right now where they're very interested in trying to make as much money as possible, which all businesses want to do, but they're trying to do it in the cheapest and laziest way possible, and I'm afraid that that's going to translate to Grand Theft Auto 6. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 was great. I don't like the online part. I'm not an online player, so I can't talk about it, but I'm not a fan of that. I am hopeful for Grand Theft Auto 6. I know there's a lot of work going into it. I have personal knowledge of how hard the people working on it are working. And it's very much... there's a good chance it's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a really good game. But, that being said, I don't know where Rockstar will go with it, and that is my concern. That is my mentality on Rockstar. That is my mentality. I should play Left 4 Dead 2 on stream. I don't play online with anybody, Rawfish, so I find Left 4 Dead really fun with other people, but because I don't play with people, I don't know how fun that would be. I did a stream years ago. This was a long time ago, like 5 years ago, with 3 other streamers, and it was the wildest time. It was so much fun. I would be open to playing it again, but I would have to find other streamers I want to play with that I feel would match. But right now, that's not really an option. But yeah, that game is really fun. That game is really fun.
You're gonna listen to me.
I agree,
We will
Zombie
get
Killer,
Clementine
from what I've heard.
back, with or without you, because I haven't given up everything to die because we were stupid.
I'm sorry, okay? Fuck, we can't do this!
We're gonna have to.
No, I'm not fighting him.
You ruined that dude's face.
Shut up, sweetie.
Omid.
Look.
corroded to hell.
What's on the other side of this wall? A 30-foot drop?
No, this mansion butts up against...
I tried. Sorry, I'm like, we're at full discussion right now. I played Back 4 Blood when it first came out. I had fun with it because I do like those types of games a lot. Like, I like whatever the VR one is, After the Fall. I really like that game too. Back 4 Blood had all the pieces to be very, very good, but it was just missing the sauce. It was too short, way too short, and it just felt undercooked, which really sucks because I thought it had a really good potential to be a great game. It had some extra things that Left 4 Dead didn't have, but it was missing some really important stuff that Left 4 Dead had, and it was a bummer because I really liked that game, but not... I could see that it wasn't going to be something that was long-living, which is kind of a bummer. Me, stream with me. Yeah, we could do that, Ty. We could do that. We could find 2 others. We could do that for sure. I wouldn't be opposed to that. And I agree, Zombie Killer, and that's why I don't... The Grand Theft Auto online community is toxic. But I will add that 99% of online communities are toxic. It's very rare that you will find an online game that doesn't have a toxic community, because most of them are toxic. That is why I don't enjoy the online game thing, because I play games to relax and have fun. I don't play games for, you know, a 15-year-old loser who has nothing to do all day except for play video games to talk to me like I'm a failure because I don't spend all my time playing a video game, or because I don't live in my mom's basement and not work. Not fun for me. So I don't like online games at all because of that. But as an outsider, the little bit of exposure I've had with the online community, 99% of them are toxic. So it's not just a Grand Theft Auto thing. Most of them are that way. It just depends on where you land within that community that'll let you see it or not. Because, like, if you play Fortnite and you're really, really good at Fortnite, you may not get griefed as much as somebody else would. So you may not see them as toxic. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying, but it kind of depends on your perspective. So as an outsider who doesn't spend all my time playing games, I can see how it is, and most online communities are toxic, which is why Helldivers became such a big thing, that the community was forced to work together, and toxicity wasn't something that was really bred within that game. And then it shows when the game did what they did, how the community came together to fight against it. And so, like, most communities are toxic. I would say that that's not inherently a Grand Theft Auto thing. It's just a little bit more obvious in Grand Theft Auto because the whole point of Grand Theft Auto is to be a criminal. And so the toxicity just kind of comes with that mentality. DM, how's it going? Welcome. I've never seen that meme, Ty, but I would agree. I would agree with what you described. I do have the VR game, Rawfish. I do have the VR game. It's very good. Yeah, it's very good. Oh, I was just saying about... Somebody was saying that the Grand Theft Auto 5 online community is very toxic. And I was saying most online communities are toxic, which is why Helldivers stood out so much, because the game forced people not to be as toxic just because of the main idea of what the game was. And so the game helped make a less toxic community. I don't know if there is toxicity in there. I'm going to assume there is some. But it's not like other communities where, like, all you talk about is how toxic it is. Helldivers was like, no, everybody came together to do this thing. And so that helped Helldivers become even more popular because it wasn't the mess that everybody else was. So it was just an example as how most games are very toxic when they're online.
It's the one next door.
I'll be damned.
We're not lifers on Alcatraz here. We can't spend the next 3 months digging through a wall.
The Lion King?
This wall ain't shit.
Is this really possible?
What's The Lion King? Like the movie? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, the film. This. Oh, okay.
We'll work in shifts. Omid, Krista, and I. Lee, you rest. We have to work fast.
I wasn't gonna hurt you.
Sure, pal. I know.
I'm glad you told us when you got bitten. It would have been easy not to.
Yeah. Well,
We probably would have let you go alone if you hadn't told us, which would have been a mistake.
If I were you, I would have been scared shitless.
Of course I was.
I was. The fucking thing, it happened so fast. You ever almost hit someone in a crosswalk?
Almost?
His license was suspended. Twice.
Just wham! Thing was on me. Never saw it. Like someone in your blind spot.
It's so weird.
Oh, I don't like
double
Kenny
take
at all.
on your arm, expecting it to be there.
I don't like
I'm
Kenny
hoping
at
whatever's
all.
in their bite is gone too.
What do you think the odds are of that?
I don't know. I know everyone's wondering. Even if it just slows down the process, I'd be happy.
You don't mean that.
So when we get this guy, what do you think?
We just get Clementine, that's the focus. Despite how I feel, I can't let vengeance be the thing.
Sure, but it's not that easy.
We'll do whatever it
Hangnails
takes.
galore, man.
And, you know, whatever happens to you,
I'll answer in just a second, DM.
Seriously, can we not talk like that? The entire time we were at the hospital, I could sense you think you're as good as dead.
I was bitten, Krista.
You cut it off.
What good is it to plan around that working?
What good is it for you to give up?
I haven't given up. I want you guys to take her.
Stop it.
I'm serious. She'd be safe and relatively happy with you two.
We're not doing this right now.
Krista, listen to him.
It's what I want, okay?
What about him?
What do you two think?
He's a risk to the group, but
I feel bad for him.
yeah, I feel bad for him too.
He loses shit like that often?
Nah, that was a first.
It's good that he did. Kenny couldn't pull that shit on me.
The kid killed his family, so there's been some tension there.
Really? What happened?
Kenny's son got bitten during a raid by some gang that Ben was secretly helping. They used him. Kenny's wife died because of their son.
Jesus.
Well, seems like it got through to Kenny.
This team's communication
All right.
sucks.
I'm out of gas.
He just made it sound
You look
like
good
he
and
was out
rested.
there like part of the gang
If
and
you don't
helping them
count
out
an
and
infected
stuff.
leg.
You want me to do it?
Nah, and you can hop in after me.
Shouldn't be long now. It's good we're forced to take a breath. Feeling any better?
I can handle it. The pain, that is. I'm just really goddamn tired.
I mean, do you think it worked? Did it help at all?
I feel like a man who got bitten. So, take that for what it's worth.
I still can't believe you went and got chomped. Just fucking hell.
At least he told us.
Took some brass. I don't think I would've.
Of course you wouldn't. Okay, there's the perfect. What?
How are you?
What's happening? I hate when the game does that. I think it's my PC. I think my PC is starting to have some issues. Okay, so there's the perfect jumping off point. Why do I not like Kenny? Because he's a selfish prick. There was an argument being made early on that he was doing anything he could to protect his family, which I'm all for, because I would do anything to protect my family too. But Kenny doesn't care what anybody else is doing or going to suffer as long as his way gets done. And he won't listen to anybody else. And for me, it's not forgivable to put other people in danger with the excuse of I'm protecting my family, when the best way to protect your family is to protect the whole group. Do you know what I mean? And everything that happened to his family was instigated by him not listening. had he had listened, there were more options for things to happen, and he just wouldn't listen. So for me, it's the selfishness. So now he's been through a lot, and I feel bad for the things he went through. But it doesn't change the fact that he's a prick. And that sentence right there is the epitome of what it is. Where his answer was, I wouldn't have told anybody. Because Kenny doesn't care about anybody but himself. Like, he wasn't trying to protect his family. He was trying to not hurt. Because he knew it would hurt to lose his family. It's that kind of thing. And so I'm not a fan of Kenny. Because Kenny only cares about Kenny. And in a world that we live in, where we have experienced selfish people like that in real life, we can see the fallout of that kind of mentality. If it's between them and his family, then yeah, choose your family. But a lot of the times it was, help us so we can help everybody. And he'd go, no, my family first. But by helping us, we're protecting your family too. Like, we're offering to protect your family and you're not willing to help us do that. You're going to leave us stranded so you can take care of your family. That's where it lies. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's like, that's my problem with him. It's, again, going back to the world now. I don't care. I'm not even, I don't respect the opinion if it's opposite of this. But like the simple of act from recently of like, just throw on a mask if you go out so that way we can try to stop the spread. No, I'm not wearing a mask. We're not asking you to change your life. We're not asking you to do anything inherently dangerous. Put a little piece of paper over your face. That's it. That's all we're asking you for. And people were so concerned about their current discomfort that they didn't care that they could potentially kill people around them. That's just unforgivable to me. And so Kenny is the epitome of that. He doesn't care that everybody's going, hey, if we all do this, we'll all benefit from it. He only cares about what he's directly going to benefit from. And that moment right there of the I wouldn't have told anybody. Why? He wouldn't have told anybody because he doesn't want to be responsible. Because he only cares about him. And if he tells people, he's afraid that he will get kicked to the curb the way he's so willing to kick everybody else to the curb. And so, like, that's why I don't like Kenny. I think Kenny is just, ugh. Yeah, Tide makes the ultimate experience, a sacrifice. But it's also a sacrifice to us because he knows we would all be, like, lusting for him if he didn't wear a mask all the time.
I don't know how to answer that.
It'll be all right, kid.
Why you acting like what's happened ain't happened? Anyway, I appreciate it from both of you. A lot of us have lost families.
Maybe take it easy on him from here on out.
I'm angry as hell.
Not at him.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You heard him outside.
I did. I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah, no problem, DM. It's just that complex. This is what makes this game so good, is the characters are complex. They're not just straightforward. Like, he's not just evil. He's selfish, which is why I don't like him. Because in a situation like this, like they're dwindling numbers. Everybody's decision has a huge impact. It's not like he's in a city with 500 and then he doesn't help the one group in front of him. His help isn't necessarily going to make the difference. But when there's 4 people, one person makes a huge difference. But I can 100% acknowledge that he is hurting, that a lot of his anger and rage is from that pain. So like right there where he was threatening to kill me, I 100% agreed that we needed to have the conversation because Kenny's right. They are all at risk, and not talking about it is just ignoring a problem that's right there that will blow up in their face later on. Or like him being mad at Ben. Yes, Ben was the trigger for their death. At the same time, Ben didn't directly kill Katja. She killed herself. That's on her. That's not on him. Now, she killed herself because of her son and the sadness, and 100% get that. But it's like, it's so complicated, and I love that. And I can get why people kind of like Kenny. But there's that glaring issue of just how selfish he is. And it would depend on the options you take as well, because depending on how you judge things, Kenny will also react differently, right? I made decisions that have made Kenny's selfishness really stand out. Like killing the one girl's dad, smashing his head before he was ever starting to turn. You know, like threatening to kick us out of the group and all that kind of stuff. Like when we're like, help us, and he just ran off to hug his family instead of helping us stop the zombies from coming in. That kind of stuff. It's like, those are the things that he did that I'm like, ugh. Had I done different decisions, he probably would have been more helpful. I probably wouldn't have been as prone to seeing him selfish. But yeah, that's what I like about this game. Everybody is complicated. Nobody is straightforward. Nobody is the easy good guy or the easy bad guy. Everybody's just making decisions based on their stance, which is so interesting. He did help you get out of the store at the beginning. Actually, did he in ours? I don't know. I think he did. He did. But one kind action does not negate a bunch of not good actions. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like the same argument when you get somebody like Elon Musk, who is a parasite on humanity, who is objectively a terrible human being. But he donated a few $1,000s to this thing. Cool. It doesn't negate how horrible he is in general. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, he did one nice thing, but he did a hell of a lot more selfish things. So I don't think it makes him a real one. I would abandon him in a second if I had to. I wouldn't hesitate having to turn my back on him if I had to. I wouldn't do it in a situation like this where, like, he hasn't done anything where I've had to choose between him and them. But if it came down to him and them, I would choose them 100%. So Resident Evil, I've been a fan since the beginning.
Much about what we've been through?
Bits and pieces.
Before y'all, we had this woman, Lily, with us. Lord knows where she is now.
I'll talk about it in just a second.
Anyway, we had to make some tough calls with her dad. She came between Lee and I pretty good. And I spent a lot of nights hating this guy's guts.
It's all water under the bridge. All we can do is move forward.
See, there it is. Well, again. He spun it in a way of like, oh, Lily got in between us. No, dude. You refused to help this guy who had had a heart attack. He probably wouldn't have survived, but it wouldn't have hurt to try to give him some help. And when everybody said, don't kill him yet, you did it anyway. That had nothing to do with Lily. That was all you do. That's what I mean. He's so selfish that it's like, oh, it's everybody else's fault. No, dude, you took those actions. Nobody else did. Nobody else forced you to kill that guy. You did it. As for Resident Evil, I am a huge Resident Evil fan. Yes, I'm getting naked. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I have been playing Resident Evil since Resident Evil 1. My first one was Resident Evil 2, but I've been playing it since back then. I own most of the Resident Evil games, and the reason I'm taking my shirt off is I have a zombie tattoo specifically because of my love for Resident Evil. It's not a Resident Evil zombie, it's just a zombie in general, but Resident Evil is what introduced me to zombies and made me fall in love with zombies. I don't know how much you'll be able to see it. Where is it? That's the arcade. Oh, it's even further. There. You can kind of see I have a shelf there with a bunch of Resident Evil stuff. There's a Dark Souls bonfire that somebody made me for my birthday, but hold on. Ugh. But you can see I've got the Chris Redfield statuette there, the map of Resident Evil Village. I've got like a Resident Evil pillow over there. I've got Resident Evil 2. I've got a Resident Evil like Raccoon City Police Department hat, but it's right behind the light so you can't see it. And there is a Resident Evil. Oh, a little bit. It's on the other shelf though. Resident Evil. I'm trying to move so the camera focuses. Nemesis plush right there, which it isn't focusing on. But I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Really, really like Resident Evil. Nice DM. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is my favorite. Claire is my favorite character. Everybody goes crazy over Jill. But I'm a Claire fan. And actually here. So much so when Resident Evil 2 Remake came out, I made my own Resident Evil 2 poster. Made it look like a movie poster from like the 80s, 70s, 80s. because Resident Evil 2 is my favorite, and Claire Redfield is my all-time favorite. And for me, it was a dream come true when the Resident Evil Return to Raccoon City happened, when that movie came out. I know people hated it. And yeah, objectively, it was not a great movie. They did a pretty poor job with it. I did not like who they chose for Leon. They made him a bumbling fool, and Leon has never been a bumbling fool, so I'm not a fan of that. But my Hollywood crush, my biggest Hollywood crush, is Kaya Scodelario. I don't even know how to say her last name. And she played Claire. And Claire is my Resident Evil favorite, played by my favorite Hollywood actress. It was, loved it. Loved every minute of it. Loved it so much. Because you couldn't figure out... Resident Evil 2 can be hard. It can be hard. The original Resident Evil 2 was very B-class movie, tacky, kind of funny in how bad it was. The remake was way scarier, but if you don't know the first one, you're not gonna... Like the original one, it's gonna be harder to do the second one, because there are certain things that are kind of obscure, but in the original, it's easier to find them because there wasn't a lot of variants. I really loved it. Yeah, DM. And I mean, after Resident Evil 4, the support died. So it was nice to see them revive it with 7 and 8 and the remakes. Really, really loved the movie, the remake movie, the new movie. As a fan, hated it as an actual movie, because the movie wasn't great. But I was a big fan just because I love Resident Evil, and they actually followed the story instead of creating a whole new nonsense story. Resident Evil 3 Remake
This place seems pretty sealed off. Well...
Hold on. Hold on a second. So there really isn't a variety of things you can do, Rawfish. Hello, Phantom. How's it going? There are only certain things you can do, and you have to do them in a specific order.
Let's keep moving. Gotta go.
Yeah.
So I don't
We've
know
seen
what
so many people.
what guides you were watching.
I don't know why these ones break my heart.
What's heartbreaking is not giving yourself a chance.
But it's not an open world game, so
It's
there's
what
not
got you
really a way you can do things out of order.
Jesus. I'm sorry, kid.
I didn't even know what he said, but I feel like that's the right answer.
She left me. A son. People that cared about us. I forgive her, but it don't make it any
There
less
you go.
wrong.
See, you were blaming Ben, but
You
it was
don't
her
just
that did it.
End it, because it's hard. You stick it out, and you help the folks you care about. So let's figure a way out of here and get that little girl.
Well, maybe he's actually
We
starting to
should
learn
move.
something.
Yeah.
Got at least one shot left.
Let's clear the room before we move on.
When it's hard, you
Lee,
stick it out.
figure out where we're
Yeah.
headed.
Stick it right out. We're right out there. Even jiggle it a little bit. Oh, the garage part is hard. The garage part is very hard. That part is very, very hard. As far as the Resident Evils, 2 is my all-time favorite. 1 is a very, very good game. 7 would probably be my second favorite one. So it'd probably be 2, 7, 1, 3... Then it's a toss-up between 8 and 4. 5 and 6 don't count. I didn't mind 6 for the Leon portion. 5, But Resident Evil 3's biggest problem is that it was rushed. The remake was rushed, which really sucks because it could have been really, really good, but you could tell they were just cutting every corner, and it felt like DLC more than a game, which really disappointed me. So yeah, out of the recent Resident Evils that have come out in the last like 5-ish years, 3 was probably the most disappointing. Yeah, it was way too short. It felt like a complete cop-out, which is really disappointing. The 4 remake has been really good. I haven't beaten it yet. I have it, and I've been playing it in VR. I probably won't do it on stream anymore, but that one was really, really good. People like 4, and they think 4 was like the epitome of Resident Evil. For me, 4 was the first bad Resident Evil. It was too action-packed. I like Resident Evil when it's like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, where it's scarier, where it's slower paced, where it's more about like you can die at any moment. Whereas 4 made you feel like you were an action star, and for me that's just not fun anymore. So I think 4 was the first bad game. It wasn't horrible, but it was the first bad game, and then from there it just took a nosedive. But 3 was a disappointment. I was really hoping they were going to take the Nemesis thing and really make it scary, and it just felt like DLC, which was so disappointing. Yeah, DM. I did like that about 8. 8 was good. The only thing I didn't like about it was a bit too actiony. Not an insane amount, but just a little bit too much action. By the end, I was like, okay, it's not scary anymore. It's just about fighting. But I thought 8 was still really good. I prefer 7. I found 7 way scarier. But I thought 8 was still pretty good. It was really interesting for sure. But yeah, I feel like they're starting to fall back into the same trap of going more action-oriented, which I hate. But they're still sticking with some of the horror elements, which if they stick where 8 was, that's okay. I'll still be really happy. If they go back to like 5 and 6 the way they were, I'm going to hate every second of it. And it's really upsetting. No one, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Yeah, there were moments that were scary, DM. There were moments for sure that were scary in 8. But not the same as 7. 7 I found was really, really, really scary until the boat. The whole time I was terrified up until the boat. Whereas like 8, about halfway through, it was no longer scary. It was all action. Like basically after Lady Dimitrescu, then it just became action. It was like, oh, okay, it's still fun. There were still moments that made me kind of jump, but it wasn't like 7, where 7, there were moments where I didn't even want to walk into the room because I was just scared. 8 was just kind of like, okay, this is good. And oh, whoa, that was scary. Let's continue. Whereas like 7 was like, oh, that was scary. Never mind. I want to shut this off. I don't want to play anymore because I'm way too scared. I wish 8 was a bit more like that, but it was still really, really good.
It's sick, but think of all the pain they avoided.
Yeah, I would even say the same thing about Operation Raccoon City. Is that what it was called? That was fine as like an action game. If it was like a half budget, like half price action zombie shooter, great. Resident Evil, horrible. Same with what you just said, 5 and 6. As just zombie shooter games, fun. Because I didn't mind them. I played through both of them and I enjoyed doing it. I just didn't like them as Resident Evil games. I didn't think they were good Resident Evil games. Whoops. But they were fun, just mindless shooters. Just disappointing as Resident Evil. So yeah, I agree with you. Wait, we got raided? Why didn't I hear the alert? Morgantic, hello, how's it going? I didn't even get, like, it didn't even pop up on my screen. But hello, Morgantic, how's it going? How are you? For some reason, are my other alerts working though? I think they are. I'm just gonna check this. This person isn't following right now. They followed 3 days ago, but is it working? Yeah, the alerts are working. It didn't come through, but hello, welcome. How are you, Morgantic? What were you playing? How was your stream? How's it going? Arumida, hello. Turtza, or was it Turtza that came in? It was Turtza. Turtza's the streamer, right? Turtza's the raider. How are you, Turtza? It didn't come through. That's so weird. How are you? What were you playing? How was the stream? How are you, man? Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. Haven't watched my streams in a while. Well, I appreciate you popping in, no one. I appreciate you. Yeah, Operation Raccoon City. When I played it, I was like, yeah, it's like, it's a mindless shooter. It's fun as like a dumb mindless shooter. But putting the name Resident Evil on it, they didn't respect it, and that made the game useless. Would I feel about Resident Evil 5 Remake? I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. Because Resident Evil 5 has some issues that I don't know would translate well for games now in the world we live in. It also has some issues because that is where they went full force action, and I don't know how they would be able to reimagine the game without it being a whole new game in general. But I feel like there's an opportunity for it to be something really awesome, so I would love to see that, because I would like more remakes. But I'd be weary that Capcom is going to start phoning it in I'd be a little bit worried about that. But I'd be open to it as long as they were to actually like do a proper remake and not just like better graphics, but the same story and the same boring action. You know what I mean? Ended up with good old Guitar Hero. Man, I miss Guitar Hero. I love Guitar Hero. Yeah, it would have to be a total overhaul. Like, I thought 6... It's been years since I played it, but I thought 6 was good as far as, like, the Leon content goes. Because that was the closest to, like, horror that they could get. If they were to do more along that line, then okay. But I really do feel they need to, like, fully redo 5 and 6. And basically make them brand new games. Like, ignore what happened in the original ones and start from scratch. Do I think they're going to do that? I doubt it. I would actually rather see Code Veronica come through first.
Looks like we can stay off the streets all the way to River Street if we're careful.
Even
Let's go.
The other one, the one that came out on the DS. I would like to... They released it on the Switch. I would like to see a proper remake of that because I thought that one was really good too. Yeah, I heard about Resident Evil 1 being remade. I'd be happy if they went like Resident Evil 2 style, like really dark and scary again. But, oh, could you imagine the bruising he's got on his chest? But I feel like they already did the remake of that one. They're remaking the remake is kind of, it feels a little bit greedy, I gotta say. But I do think it would be a better idea if they didn't do Resident Evil 1 right now and decided to do Resident Evil Code Veronica. Or the whatever that one was called on the boat.
Ben!
Me and my fucking mouth.
Holy fuck! What are we gonna do?
On. It depends, Rawfish.
Kenny and I can handle this.
Dude, let me help you. You're already hurt.
Even more reason we all don't need to risk it. You worry about her.
I really like Resident Evil 2. The garage part is probably one of the hardest
Might
parts.
be Clementine's last hope.
But if you didn't like it may not change your mind
Well,
just going in and trying
keep an eye
again.
out.
Revelations, that's the one. Revelations. Revelations.
I'm okay.
Oh.
I'm okay. Just get me out of here.
Shh, quiet, Ben, or they'll be on top of us.
Yeah, try to keep your mouth shut.
I'm sorry. Just get me up. My legs hurt, I think.
We're gonna get your ass up.
No, he is stabbed.
Really? I thought you...
Fucking hell.
What is it? I'm okay. I'm okay.
We can get you up. We can,
Ow! Oh, oh.
Revelations, I really enjoyed it, but I can't judge sorry, I'm really like talking right now because I'm getting a bunch of questions. Loved Revelations, but I can't make a good judgment on it because I know my view is biased on it. One, because at that point I was really desperate for a proper Resident Evil remake, like a proper Resident Evil back to the regular style. And that was the first time we had seen that, and I was really happy about it. But two, I'm a big fan of 3D and VR. I like all that stuff. I'm a huge fan of 3D. I hate that it never really caught on. And because that game was on the 3DS, I was able to play it in 3D, so I know I enjoyed it more because of that extra gimmick. And I know that that makes me like it more than I probably should. So I can't make a good judgment on Resident Evil Revelations because of that. But if they redid Resident Evil 1 in the style of Resident Evil 2, I think it would be a good thing. I just feel like right now it would be more interesting to have them redo Code Veronica, because I thought Code Veronica was really good. It was really popular when it first came out, but it's one that everybody kind of forgets about. And I think that would be a really interesting game to see redone before Resident Evil 1. And Resident Evil 1 already has a remake. So it just feels a little bit like a ripoff to get a remake of the remake. You know what I mean? That being said, I think as long as it's dark like Resident Evil 2 was, I would definitely like it. I do like the tank controls. I will say I do like the tank controls. I think the over-the-shoulder worked pretty well for Resident Evil 2 because it allowed for a different type of tension in the game. But I do miss the tank controls. I think the tank controls added a cinematic feel to the game that the first-person view can't add. I wish there was a way for them to do both. Do you know what I mean? Like that they would have made like a DLC where you could just have tank controls and have set camera angles. That would have been really cool. I mean, all the characters are there, so they could have done it. I think that would have been really interesting to see.
He's quiet. We could take our time and save his life.
I can be super quiet.
Uh-oh. I don't have time for you to be super quiet. Yeah, it would have been really cool. Like, just keep everything else the same and just give us one still scene, like, camera angle, and turn on tank controls. I don't know. I'm not a developer, so I don't know if it would actually be really hard to do. But I feel like it wouldn't be that crazy to do something like that.
Do you have any bullets left? This has only got one left in it.
I'm out.
Shit.
Pull them out hard, fast. Let's go.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Go back. She needs you, Lee.
Kenny!
This is not a discussion!
Hell no, man! I'm not leaving!
What did I just say?
Let's get Ben and get out of here!
Ah, crap.
What the fuck, Kenny?
Lee, it's okay.
No, Ken. No, it's not!
It's just something I gotta do. You know that. Go get that girl. Back, you sons of bitches!
Damn it, Kenny! God damn it!
Oh, fuck! Kenny, please!
I don't remember that at all. Wow, I don't remember that at all.
What happened?
Wow. And that's the reason they do the remake Zombie Killer, because there are really good games out there that people will never experience. And this gives them a chance. And if you were to go back and play the classics, you probably wouldn't like them as much because gaming has come a long way since then.
God.
And there's some stuff that's really broken about old games that now are normal things, but back then nobody had thought of them and they were not.
Kenny made sure that Ben didn't feel any more pain than he had to.
What?
A good example is like how first-person shooters on Control. Now you get the left joystick to strafe and move forward and back, and the right joystick is to look around. Back in the day when first-person shooters were originally coming out, you used the left joystick to look up and down and strafe. You turned with like the L and R buttons. You shot with X. Like it was really weird, the setup that they had. And even the first game that came out with the right joystick as looking around, left joystick as moving around, There was even a reviewer that said that that was the stupidest way to set up a controller, and it would die out with this game because people would realize how bad it was. And now everybody does it. So what I'm getting at is when you go back and play the originals of some of these remakes, most of the time when they're good remakes, you're not going to enjoy the original because you're not going to be able to comprehend the point of view we saw when we went to play it. So like when I play Resident Evil 2, the original, there's a lot of nostalgia involved. Are the tank controls good? No, they're really broken. They're hard to deal with. Shooting is a nightmare in that kind of form. But it allowed for a lot of cinematic views, which weren't common in that time. And it made it easy because you knew by pushing up, you're always going to go forward. And so when you're going forward and the camera angle changes, if you keep pushing up, you're still going to go forward. Which seems illogical, but if the camera angle changes and one angle you're walking away from your scene and then the next angle you're walking towards it, pushing up guarantees you're going to keep walking in the same direction. Whereas if you actually had to change the direction based on the angle you're on, sometimes you would end up with a loop where like you walk into one scene and then you have to immediately change the joystick direction or else you'll walk back out of the scene. And so it's like, yeah, they made sense and we had nothing else to compare to. So yeah, it was fun. But if you were to play Resident Evil 2, the remake first, and then go back to Resident Evil 2, you're going to be like, the voice acting is terrible. The storyline isn't great. There's no dark, eerie scariness. The controls are weird. The shooting mechanics suck. But at the time, that was scary. At the time, that was like, you were full of tension while playing that game. So it's like, that's why they remake them, because game styles have changed. So nobody would be interested in playing the broken old style. They would rather play the remake. And so it's a smart move. I like playing the originals just because I grew up with that, right? I'm older. I like those kind of games, but nostalgia is a big part of it. Exactly, and that's how we figured out what is working nowadays.
Kenny had one bullet, and that's how he used it. God, poor fucking kid.
But yeah, there's a lot of fun to it, but there's some broken stuff about older games. That's why you get some younger Gen Z that don't understand why some games were popular, because they're used to what games are now.
I'm sorry, Lee.
He did what he had to, all the way to the end.
We should go.
Yeah, Mr. X in the remake was way more interesting. Mr. X doesn't show up in the original Resident Evil 2 until you replay the game. Because that was one cool thing about Resident Evil 2 in the original. You beat the game with Leon, let's say. They were two separate discs. You beat the game with Leon. Then you could do the game B mode. You put in the second disc and play as Claire in game B mode, but the things you did in game A mode affected game B, and then Mr. X was included.
That's two on him now. The motherfucker who's got Clementine has Ben and Kenny to answer for.
Keep a clear head, Lee.
We wouldn't be out here.
So that's probably my biggest criticism about the remake, that I would say. The original gave you two versions of the same story to play, and it gave you a reason to play the game with the other character. Whereas this one, playing with Leon, playing with Claire, there were slight differences, because Ada versus the little girl, I don't remember her name right now. But once you beat the game, if you go back and play it again, the story is pretty much the same. Whereas that one, when you play Leon or Claire at the beginning, they get you the story you get. But then when you play the B mode, you get a different story. So if you play Leon, then you play Claire. Claire's story is now different than the original Claire story. So it gave you a reason to fully play the game a second time, whereas the remake didn't really give you a reason to play the game fully a second time because the differences weren't that drastic. And by having Mr. X in the remake, it made the game that much more intense the second time around, whereas this one gave you Mr. X at the beginning. So it's like, oh, okay. Sherry, that's her name. It's like, oh, that kind of stinks. That would be my biggest criticism is, although they added a bunch to the story, they made it way more interesting, they made it way scarier and darker, the greedy side of me, really liked that I had a reason to fully replay the game. And then the fun thing would be to go back and play Claire's A story and then Leon's B story, So technically, there'd be a reason to play the game 4 times through instead of just twice. So that's what I wish they would have done. But
together to defend against Vernon, we would be out on the water. Everyone would be alive.
Look, Lee, this is a shitty time, but I want to clear something up.
What is it?
Now with Kenny gone, means Omid and I have to stay safe. For her.
Yeah, you do. Let me take all the risks.
That's not what I mean, necessarily.
It's what I mean. It's what we gotta do.
Like I always say, Michael Jackson, it's fine.
Fuck.
Game's good.
Be careful across here.
Be careful across here. She's the first one across. Let him across first if it's dangerous. What if it's rotted through and falls down, you know? Man, this would be so cool in VR.
River Street's just up ahead. Whoa, careful.
Whoa.
Even the buildings are full.
You never know where the next meal is.
Be careful through here.
Yeah, we don't need any more accidents. I'm sorry.
As far as the remakes, yeah. As far as the remakes, Nemesis was definitely a disappointment. In the original version, Nemesis was way more intense. Because fighting wasn't as easy in the original as it is in the remake. Because Mr. X basically just followed you around and would kill you if he caught you. Whereas Nemesis, like, was fast-moving. And he would follow you around, but he could also shoot you. And, like, there was a bunch of stuff he could do that would make him so much more of a threat.
Well, at least it doesn't look like a death trap.
Yeah, in the remake, I would agree. Nemesis was a disappointment.
Who's going first?
You're the lightest.
He's got a busted leg. And
right, DM? Right?
I'm obviously not doing so hot. Decision doesn't make itself. I'll go first, in case anything happens out there.
You sure?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I don't remember how he says stars. I actually don't remember, DM. I don't know why they made him fully scripted in the remake. He was scripted in the original as well. But there were moments where he would just follow you around. So you could suddenly walk into a room.
Nice and slow.
And he would just be there. And you would have to try to get away from him. And then he would kind of chase you around until you could finally trigger the next area. But there were scripted parts, but the scripted parts were even more scripted in the original. Like, in the original, there would be a part where you'd see Nemesis, and then it would be like, what do you do? Do you hide or do you run? What do you do? Do you grab the bomb or do you, like, throw water?
Good.
And it was, like, fully scripted. So I'm guessing that's what they were trying to stick to, but it wasn't. It just wasn't done well. It was too rushed. It was too rushed, which is really disheartening. It's still an okay game, but not as good as 2 for sure.
I'm kind of fucked here.
What are you gonna do?
I've tried it, Rawfish. Not a fan.
I'll figure something out.
There's not a ton of options.
Fuck it. I'm going for it.
Going for it?
What does that mean?
I don't know either.
It means I'm already bitten. I just have to push my way through.
What the fuck? But maybe you got to it fast enough. Maybe you'll be fine.
I can't risk losing more time on a long shot. Find me when you get down.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means what it sounds like. Hotel's around the corner. Find Clementine and me as soon as you can.
You're crazy!
There's no other way.
Okay, I don't remember that, DM. And I don't mean that as in, like, well, you're wrong. I mean, I don't remember it at all. But I feel like I didn't like it either. But yeah, I remember the original yell. I just don't remember the remake yell. Uh-oh. I mean, at this point, I'm semi-infected. You would think, covered in blood and semi-infected, I wouldn't be attacked or harassed by these guys anymore. Man, this is so intense. And there's just like a sad feeling. Oh! I knew it. I knew it. Not that that was happening. I forgot that that was happening. But I knew taking those boxes were a bad idea. I knew taking the boxes was a bad idea. Ah, whoops, sorry. Oh man, okay. So I said not to take anything and they took them anyway. But I did say because I don't think they gave me an option to only take some. But I did say in mine, like in real life, I'd be like, you know what, we take a few, we wait for the people to see if they come back. And then somebody else suggested in real life, like you would observe it for a few days, see if people are still there. If there's nobody there, then you take it. But if there are people there, you don't steal their stuff because this could happen. Oh, man. Yeah, even taking what you need, I think, is respectable. I would have still been like, let's not take it right away.
I got us adjoining rooms.
Hello.
Okay. This is civil. You look horrible. And you're missing an arm. Go over there. Put your things down.
Let me out! Who's out there?
Good. Quiet, please, sweetie. Your things. There.
I didn't say anything because I feel like panicking her is not a good idea right now.
Just be cool.
Do I not seem cool? Good. Go sit down.
I'm just gonna do what he says in the hopes that it'll be like a bank robbery where you just do what they say and then you leave.
Yeah, I know who you are.
You saw my car out front then. You see anything else you want in there? Not a whole lot left.
I didn't take from you.
Your people didn't?
I didn't agree with it.
That's what Clementine said. Why didn't you?
It wasn't right. It wasn't our stuff.
That's real good of you.
Look, what do you want me to say?
I don't want you to say anything. I want you to know what happened.
Sorry, I'm gonna be really quiet here. I want to watch this.
Have you ever hurt somebody you care about?
Yes, of course.
Who?
My wife.
Clementine said she wasn't with you.
I hurt her a long time ago.
How?
In a lot of ways. She traveled for work. I didn't
You drive past this guy in the car, really? I don't remember that at all.
A reasonable thing to want.
Wow, I don't remember that at all, Rawfish.
And it made my biggest fear come true.
We're getting rated. Hold on. Storytelling. Hold on. Pausing. Who's rating? I can't see it. No, I minimized it. Who was that? Dang it. OBS. And it went away. Astra with the... Whoa. Whoa. Welcome, everybody. Overwhelming amount of raiders coming through. Hello, everybody. Holy moly. That's overwhelmed. Wow. Oh man, now the stream anxiety has kicked in. Hello everybody. My name is Luis. This is my channel, Retro for the First Time. We are a variety channel here. Hello Rusty Sellsword. How are you? Astra, how have you been? How's life? How are things? You had taken you took a break from content creation for a bit or something? I don't know, cuz all of a sudden like I hadn't seen anything from you, and then over the last little while I've seen some stuff coming up from you. Or was it just TikTok being TikTok? But I hope you're doing really well. And I have been Zombie Killer. Maybe I missed the last one that you said. I don't know. Eclair, hello. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. I really appreciate everybody popping in. A little bit about me real quick. Thank you for the follow, Gary Oak. I am a variety streamer. I do a whole mix of stuff. I don't have a set schedule just yet. I am actually in the process right now of working on my schedule. I am trying to set 2 days a week where like for sure I'm streaming, and then a couple of more times a week where I don't really do anything set in schedule. I just kind of play whenever. I kind of just do whatever. Right now we've been playing The Walking Dead. I was playing Resident Evil 4 in VR, but I've stopped that, and I don't really have any other games right now that are in the docket. I was playing some Paper Mario, so I might continue with that. I don't know yet. But yeah, I kind of do a variety of stuff. And Zombie Killer's question's actually perfectly in line with what I was about to say. I have a totally separate channel, which is totally disconnected from my Retro for the First Time thing, where I actually play Minecraft stuff on YouTube. It's a pre-recorded channel where I do edited footage. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out as well. But yeah, I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. TikTok's my biggest platform. I do gaming news, fun facts. Sometimes I do streaming advice nowadays. And sketch comedy stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much me. I really appreciate the raid. Okay, that's what it is, Astra. Okay. Yeah, I hate TikTok too. I hate it too. It's so frustrating. It's so annoying. So I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, you're taking a break from the content creation. I don't blame you. It's exhausting and it's emotionally draining. Yeah, and as far as streaming goes, I work night shift now, so I'm always up in the middle of the night, and so I never see anybody online anymore. So I have seen you streaming a couple of times, and I've popped in and lurked a little bit, but not super often, because I almost never catch you, because I'm usually asleep or doing other stuff, because night shift kind of kills my day. But thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, it might just be reused. Oh, okay. I'm gonna check that out, Rawfish. I'm gonna go back and see just to see it. But yeah, so we're playing Walking Dead right now. We're on the last chapter. I'm gonna continue with that, and I've made the decision for this interaction. I'm just kind of gonna be truthful and agree with everything the guy says, and hopefully it works out. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you're streaming when you're basically able to. Yeah, that's kind of where I am right now, because we haven't talked in a while. But I went through a divorce over a year ago now. And then like my dad passed away, and so like my life was kind of upside down. And so streaming was more of a way of just like doing something when I had nothing else to do. And then I started, I got back into the theater thing. I started taking vocal rehab lessons to kind of heal my voice. And started a new work schedule, and that kind of messed with everything. But for the last couple of months, my work schedule's finally settled down. I'm dating somebody, and our schedule together is kind of settling down at this point. So now I'm trying to kind of settle a schedule somewhat. Still going to be very up in the air because depending on when she can hang out, I still can't really fully set anything. But I want to pick 2 days a week where I'm like 100% going to be live with these specific games just to make it easier for everybody else. I even like restarted my Discord, which I hadn't done in forever. But yeah, most of the time it's just whatever. And it's usually whatever I feel like. This has been the first game I've stuck to for a while. But yeah, it's been... Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Kind of just streaming whenever you can. Yeah, Rawfish. It's just an interesting Easter egg. I wouldn't take it as meaning anything unless it was like pointed out in the game. But yeah, still interesting that happened. Yes, we're still playing The Walking Dead. I'm still loving it. I'm still having a lot of fun with it.
Class can.
Thank you, Zombie Killer. It didn't pop up on my side, but I appreciate it. And yes, I'm planning to do season 2. Zombie Killer, if I miss your message, I'm not ignoring you. I just got raided with like 80 plus people. And so my chat on Twitch is going really crazy. You probably can't see it because you're on YouTube. But that's probably why I'm not seeing some of your messages.
Okay. Didn't went home. Found her there with someone else.
I hope you guys enjoy, by the way. And if you came in on the raid and you follow, awesome. Welcome to the group. If you don't, totally get it as well. I just appreciate the hype. Thank you so much.
I can't imagine how much pain she felt.
Also, I'm very much like a chatty streamer, as you can probably tell. So if you like to just hang out and chat, that's what I do a lot. Not a good player at all. It's not like watching Astra play where she can like kick ass. Never on my side.
Bad. My son Adam went missing. I took him out hunting even though my wife said he was too young. I figured he had to learn. I came back without him, and the look on her face said,
"How have you been, Night Owl?
You are a monster."
And DM, yeah, it was disabled until yesterday. Yesterday was the first time I turned it on.
We never found him. I hurt her so bad.
How did you lose your kid?
And then we came back, and all our stuff was gone. Your people.
Oh, during the thing.
That asshole in the ball cap. His stupid fucking wife. I could have earned her trust back if they hadn't made our situation so desperate.
You weren't going to get her trust back no matter what.
I'm sorry.
The hungrier we got, the more she blamed me. Until she finally took our daughter Elizabeth and left.
Was that crazy lady in the forest?
Get far. I found them a day later in the road. Do I look like a monster to you?
No.
I'm not like you. You killed a man with a pitchfork right in front of a little girl.
They've been...
I did what I had to.
You let a boy
They've
get
been okay.
yanked out of a window and into the night so you could protect a pretty girl with a gun.
What guy got yanked into the night through a window? Oh, that was the guy at the store. Wait, what? You've been following since then? No, there's no way he would know that. We didn't see the car until later. Was he stalking us the whole time? Now I'm confused. As far as my vocal lessons, they've been going okay. The injury hasn't gone away, so it's been a bit of a struggle. It's been a bit of a struggle.
It was impossible to save him. To save them both.
You brought her to the most dangerous place in this city where she could have died.
That's not the whole story.
The whole story?
How could you know all this?
Yeah, how do you know all this? You've been stalking us from the start?
You're a monster. You're a murderer and a thief. And I'm gonna hurt you so bad.
I didn't steal from you!
But think of everything else you did.
And what does that have to do with you, dude?
After I found Clementine on my radio, I wasn't even mad at you. I was coming for the others. for revenge. But the more I heard about the things you did and the danger she was in, our plan changed.
I don't remember this at all.
I need you to hear this before what happens next. I can take care of her. We can have a family. I bet you don't even know how old she is.
She's 8.
Wrong.
7.
She's
9.
9.
Wait, what?
But
her birthday was 6 days ago. I know how to be a dad, you know. She wouldn't be exposed to what she has been.
I thought they said she was 7 at the beginning. I guess I was wrong. I'm a bad dad too.
look, I was bitten.
You were what?
Yeah. I probably don't have a whole lot of time.
Wow. Okay then.
You'll take care of her?
We'll give her a home.
Why are you saying we?
Oh, he's got a zombie head in there.
I think this is all gonna work out.
What are you?
I'm glad too. I wish it wouldn't have had to get this bad, but it's all over, hon. Isn't it?
Just about.
I hate seeing you like this. I just miss your smile, honey. I miss you so much, Tess. You're gonna like Clementine a lot, though. She's not Lizzie, but she's sweet. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh. I was holding my face. I was so involved in what was happening. For the first time, Lee is actually good at this. Sorry for everybody who came in on the raid. I'm like ignoring chat right now. Oh, this is a lot of work.
Son of a bitch! Just go away! Die!
Ooh. Oh, that poor kid. Oh, that poor kid.
It's okay. It's okay.
Your arm's gone. Why? That's so scary.
I had an accident. We'll talk about it somewhere safe.
You don't smell good.
Yeah, I know. Did he hurt you?
No. Not really. I'm sorry, Lee.
Clem,
Not your fault.
It's okay.
Just a little girl.
We need to get you somewhere safe. And then we have to talk, okay?
Yeah.
Everything's okay now. We need to figure out how to get out of Savannah as fast as we can.
Oh, boy. He's a crumpled heap and everything.
Hey. You saved me.
It's my fault. Everything is dangerous.
I like platformers.
Like
I think they're
you said.
good.
It's okay.
They're a lot of fun.
We learn.
I prefer them to like first-person shooters and stuff. Ugh. We know what's in here, but I might as well look at it anyway, because I gotta be nosy.
Jesus. Don't look in there.
No, I know.
Come on, Clementine, let's go. yeah, I'm infected now, so they can't tell. Clem is such a sweetie. She's such a great character.
You.
Yeah, I know it. Must have.
You're covered in all that gross stuff.
Had to get through a bunch of them to get here.
Nice, Tiff. You have any plans for the weekend, Tiff? Besides the date? The breakfast date, which is really exciting. Oh boy. Oh boy. As if the little kid was not traumatized enough yet.
You might want to pinch your nose.
Just relaxing, nice. Yeah, because I know she grows up as it goes on, so I'm really excited to see where her story goes. But I've only ever played this one, so I don't know anything about the rest. I'd be like, if you're gonna barf, barf right on yourself so you smell even worse.
We'll get you cleaned up as soon as we can.
Not soon enough.
Especially the way they write her, it's just very accurate to how little kids are in situations like this.
Are you done?
A little more. I want to be sure. Just a little more.
So gross.
Okay.
There. That should do it.
I hope so.
Just imagine it's cold and sticky.
You're missing something.
I thought it was gone.
I thought you were gone.
Thank you.
Stay right next to me. Walk very slowly. Don't look around. And don't panic. I'll keep you safe.
Yeah, she's such a great character. I was working once, and I dropped the key inside the trash compactor, and I had to climb down there. I got covered in trash juice, and it was right at the top of my shift. And the whole night, I was just stinky and sticky. I can physically feel how she must feel right now. You have a Lee action figure? That's awesome. That'd be really cool to have, actually. I have a few action figures of the Walking Dead TV show. Actually, this is from there. This is from there. Oh, no. There. That's from there. Dude just got his arm cut off. That must have hurt bumping into that zombie. Oh no. No. This part's so heartbreaking. I keep forgetting how, like, emotionally draining this game really is.
Lee, wake up. Please don't be dead. Please, no. Lee, I was so scared. I thought you left me. I saw my parents.
Come here, sweet pea.
They're dead. They really are.
Clementine, we have to get out of here as fast as we can.
Well, we can't. There's thousands of them outside.
We have to. I'll protect you. We'll push through them.
No, that's crazy. I saved you. We're safe here. I locked us in.
Get that door open.
I can't.
Do it!
It was only a little open when I found it. I closed it to keep us safe.
Pull on 3. 1.
Man.
2. 3.
I'm feeling so much tension right now. I'm feeling so stressed out.
See?
Clementine, honey. My arm is gone because I cut it off.
Why would you do that?
Because I was bitten, Clem.
Please, no. No. That's not true.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Clementine. I'm supposed to take care of you. I can't now.
I know. I think there might be a way out over there.
Good girl. Let's go. I might be a little slow.
I'll help you.
I'm trying to, like, not cry. I said it earlier, I went through a divorce and my stepdaughter,
I got you.
she's 10 now, but she was 9.
You have to.
I'm okay.
So very, very, very similar to Clementine's age. And just...
by bringing you in here.
Oh, you did, honey. It's awful out there. When they would have chewed me up.
It was hard.
I don't know how you did it, but you did good. Okay?
Keep going. We're almost there.
Man, I forgot this was so intense.
Get up, Lee. The door is right here.
I don't think we can anymore.
I can't.
You have to.
Liam, I can't move. This is it for me here.
Please, try to get up.
No, it's not working. Oh, man.
I can't. You don't have much time. You gotta do something. Fast.
Like what?
You need to get out of here as soon as you can.
I can't leave you.
Just work on getting out, okay? We'll figure it all out. Don't worry.
Bing bong.
The way out's through there, Clem.
I know.
We'll get you in there. Don't worry. You're doing good. There's a baseball bat under the counter, Clem. You can use that.
Watch the spoilers, zombie.
Use the bat to shatter that window so you can reach in, okay?
Okay.
Watch out
Yeah,
for
Tiff.
broken glass.
You didn't know? Yeah, they've been gone for a year now. It'll be a year in a few more weeks.
Don't be afraid of him, honey. You're smart. He isn't. You're smarter than all of them. And don't be scared of the walker. You'll be fine. The way out's through there, Clem.
I know.
Grab the chair, Clem. Use it to
No worries,
reach
zombie.
to the lock.
Yeah,
He's
Jonesette, it's very, very scary. Like, scary how heartbreaking this is. That's what I mean.
That door and everything you'll need. There are handcuffs on the ground. Get them.
Okay, Lee.
What a good girl. She just listens. I know zombie killer, but it was a spoiler. Because we haven't been given that option, right? They haven't mentioned, do I want to shoot him? They haven't even shown that that's what's going to happen. So it's a spoiler. That's why I'm saying, hey, watch the spoilers.
Put the handcuffs on me. Attach me to this.
What? Why?
No matter what happens, safety.
I don't know.
Just do it, sweetie. Make sure they're tight.
I don't want to do this.
You have to. It'll keep you safe. You only have to deal with him now.
The fact that, like, she doesn't want to, but she's listening anyway because she cares so much about him.
Get what you need from him.
The keys, and then the gun.
Yeah, the keys and the gun. Just don't be afraid. If anything gets dangerous, you're faster than he is.
What should I get first?
Keys, in case you have to make a run for it.
Oh no.
Grab it!
Dude.
Watch out!
Whoa. Oh, I'm handcuffed. I can't do it. Oh, man. Yeah, me too, Tiff. Like, I know I made the decisions that I would have made had this been, like, Nora and me.
I got him.
Great, Clem. Good job. Hey. You're strong, Clem. You can do anything.
But I'm little.
It's okay.
Doesn't mean nothing. You're gonna see bad stuff, but it's okay.
My parents. It's so horrible.
I can't imagine, sweet pea.
And now, you? Please. Please don't be one of them. Please don't become a walker.
There's only one
Understandable,
thing
buddy.
you can do. You know that.
I don't know if I can.
You have to shoot me, honey.
Lee, no.
It's okay. It's okay. Megan, first days we met. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
When I went out to rescue that boy Glenn, we met a girl. She'd been bitten too. All she wanted was to not come back as a walker.
Lee?
And I remember how hard it was to do that. But I'm glad I did. You don't want to see me like one of them.
Okay, Lee. I can do it. I can.
I don't need
That scared me. Zach, thank you for the follow.
Force right now. Stay on high ground. Don't go too far. You'll find them. They'll take good care of you.
The only reason I asked her to shoot is because she said she doesn't want to see me like that.
Keep that hair short.
I will. I'll cut it myself.
Great. Good. And also...
Oh no.
What? What is it?
No, don't worry. All right. I'll miss you.
Me too.
Yeah, those onions came through here too. They're stinging my eyes too. I forgot how bad that was. I forgot how bad that was. Which is fair, DM. It also depends on your own life experiences, right? Like, it hasn't even been a year since I had to say goodbye to my stepdaughter. And I'm probably never going to see her again. So this is a lot closer to home for me. But the first time I played it, it didn't hit me nearly as hard. I felt bad, but it didn't hit me nearly as hard. But I remember giving her her last hug. And saying to her, I'm going to miss you. So it hits close to home. Which one didn't I go for? Only 25% of people calmly argued with Kenny. 63% chose to not let Lee turn. I was the only one that kept my cool. The only one that kept my cool. Crying like a baby. Yeah. So these are all the people from our team. It's interesting how you can see their outcomes. Before he could turn, he was turned. He was already turned when I shot him, wasn't he? Or was he still just breathing? Man, I want to say he was turned already. Yeah, he was. I mean, it's hard, actually it's hard to tell. If I think about it, it's hard to tell because he was also really hateful because he knew that we were a murderer in the old world. But I can't remember if he said anything that was really directed at the race, or if it was because, like, I think at the time we didn't know he knew. No, at the time we did know he knew. I picked he was racist because it was the only thing that would keep the secret. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he was a complete jerk. But I think it was more that, like, at that point it was when he had told me he already knew that I was a murderer in the past, and that guy asked why his hate for me, so I was like, I need to pick something as an excuse. So I went for that. Such a good game.
Take us
man, so intense. I'm really excited for the next one. I have it installed, but I actually don't know, because I know they used to sell these ones like by chapters. They didn't sell the whole game at first, and I don't know if I only bought the first chapter of the second season or if I own all of them. I'm gonna have to look for them all so I can play them, because yeah, this is great. This was such a good game. Been live for 3 hours, perfect. So, for those who are watching who were part of the raid, who were here before the raid, because we actually had quite a few people watching before the raid, which is really shocking. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will not be streaming... I probably won't stream Sunday because it's Mother's Day. But I should be good for Monday. It kind of depends tomorrow, because I'm not sure what time... I'm supposed to be hanging out with my girlfriend tomorrow, and I don't know what time she's coming. I think she's done at like 1, so it would be too early for me to actually start a stream. But if it's at like 4 or 5, maybe I will start a stream, because it's 5:30 right now my time. I don't know. Keep an eye out tomorrow. Again, for those who are new, I play a variety of stuff. I'm going to continue with this. I don't know if I'll do this the next stream for sure or not. And I'm still kind of on the fence of what I'm doing. I know I'm playing Paper Mario as well, because I'm really enjoying that. Yeah. Also, again, if you like Minecraft, I have a whole Minecraft dedicated channel where I play Minecraft. Right now I'm doing a 1-block skyblock. The link is there in my description, but if you like in my about, the little icons at the top. But if you look up Retro RFTFT on YouTube, you'll find my Minecraft channel. I have a whole series already done, and I'm doing a second series right now, so there's like 15 videos up, 14 or 15 videos up already. So, lots to watch. What do you do? Can't tell who they are. I wouldn't trust it. Manicia Faust, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Retro Squad family and channel. Man, that is intense. That is intense. I really like this game. I really, really like this game. Man, that is... Oh, nice, DM. I basically just use the browser that's built in. So, like, on my Mac, I just use Safari. And on here, I even just use the Internet Explorer. Edge or whatever, Microsoft Edge or whatever they call it. I don't do enough web browsing to use any of the tools from the other apps, and it's just not worth the effort because I end up wiping my computer so often that I just leave it with whatever it is. But that's really cool. That's really, really cool. Oh man, I am like overwhelmed with emotions right now. I haven't done a raid in a really, really, really long time, but we've got lots of people watching, so we have to raid. I can't not raid today. It's gonna be my first raid in a really, really long time. But like, is there anybody else? I always get weary raiding somebody that I don't know. You know what I mean? This is going to be for Twitch people, by the way, not for YouTube or anything, because I don't have access to raids on YouTube. Man, oh man. I don't even know who to raid. I haven't done this in so long. You know what? I'm gonna raid a friend of mine. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, zombie killer. I try not to acknowledge trauma dumping on my channel. People are here to kind of hang out and have a good time. I'm sorry you went through what you went through. My dad died suddenly less than a year ago, so I get it. But I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. I'm not a therapist. I'm not here for that. And it's not... I've got enough crap in my life that I don't want to take on other people's crap. I'm not saying that your stuff is not important. But I've got enough on my plate that I don't need to worry about other people's issues. My stream is here for people to kind of hang out, unwind, and not think of those negative things. So when somebody brings up a negative thing like that, although I feel bad, I'm not going to acknowledge it because, like, in the span of a year, I lost my grandmother, my dad, and my wife and kid. I don't really need to take on other people's trauma as well. So yeah, that's why I'm not acknowledging it. So I want to raid. I'm gonna raid this person because they have been somebody that I've been mutuals with for a while on TikTok, and because I don't ever really raid, I never really look at who's online, and this person's online, and we're gonna raid them. Oh man, I haven't done this in so long. Do I even have a raid emote? I don't even remember anymore. Do I have a raid emote? It's been so long. I think I do for subs. If not, we're just going to use hashtag RetroSquadRaid is what I've always used. Yes, thank you for everybody who's been hanging out. Thank you for all the people that showed up. If you really like the channel, please feel free to sub. I would, not sub, follow, whatever. I would really appreciate that. Like I said, oh yeah, we do. We have that one. Can I copy and paste? I don't even know. Nope. I don't even know, but yeah, we've got that as the raid logo for anybody who is subbed. We're gonna raid my friend Catfinated Destiny. Boy, I haven't done this. I don't even have a raid screen set up because, for those who don't know, I don't normally raid people when I don't have a whole bunch of viewers, and it has nothing to do with like not wanting to share the love or anything like that. It's just I have had people that would raid me with no viewers, but they were already in my chat, and then they would be like, I'm gonna go stream now, and 5 minutes later they would raid me, and then they would leave again, and then raid me again, and it was very clear just trying to get me to shout them out. I don't ever want anybody to think that about me, and so I don't normally raid people. So I don't have a raid setup, but this is Caffeinated Destiny. I really like her energy. She's a really kind person. And they're playing Disney Dreamlight, which is totally different than what we're doing, which I know would not be the ideal person to raid. But I feel like this is somebody that I want to raid just because I do enjoy them. And so it's going to be worth it. I forgot that I wasn't being seen. I could see I could see my vertical stream, and I thought that was me, but it's not me. That you guys couldn't see me. You could only see her. So we're going to go here. DM, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So yes, how do I do this? How do I remember how to do this? That's the real question. Okay. /raid. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I hope it worked. If it did work, great. If it didn't, let me try to fix it. But if not, like I said, I will maybe be live tomorrow. I doubt it, but maybe. If not, I'll definitely be live Monday. Let's see if this works. Invalid username. Why? Do I just put the name then? Just that? Okay, it says the raid has been created. Does that mean it's starting? I don't even know. It is. It's starting in 4 seconds. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you next time. #RetroSquadRaid. Are you ready? Let's do it. #RetroSquadRaid. Let's go. Can I hear her? I can't hear her. I got no audio. I can't hear it. I can't hear it. No, I can't hear it. Oh, stupid computer. I don't know if people can still see me. You probably can if you come back and watch the stream afterwards. There we go. I can't hear it though. I can't hear anything. Volume mixer maybe? I don't know. I haven't done this in so long. Oh, that's why. There we go. It worked. Okay. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here and hanging out, and I will see you all at the next stream, TikTok. I will see you all later. Take care, TikTok. Bye-bye. And Twitch and YouTube, thank you all for being here. Keep an eye out for my next Minecraft video. It should be up on Monday. All right, see you later, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.